And as soon as you're done with that, we can talk
Yeah.
about the game. And
Yeah.
wait,
All right. All right.
wait, live in
Good
the
luck.
sense.
Let's do it. Let's bring it.
Oh, hi guys. Welcome to the event, ladies and gentlemen. That was unexpected. That was very abrupt, but nevertheless, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for all of you for joining. I'm your host for the evening and the caster. I am Sanchu, and here with us we have Dark Under Wolf.
Dark
How are you doing, brother?
Underwolf. And
Hmm.
I'd like to welcome you guys too. Thank you so much for joining us. And at this time, I'd love to introduce our sponsors, Arcade Predators,
Mm-hmm.
Entrar Sports, and IGZ. Thank you so much for sponsoring us, you guys. And these guys are awesome. Do check them out.
Definitely.
And back to Sanshu.
Yep. So huge thanks to them too, and also welcome all of you to Arcade Predator Season 1. Okay? This is going to be a huge event. So let me see some hype in the chat from both Twitch and YouTube
Let's
because this is
go.
being streamed on both of the platforms. And we also have some huge giveaways planned for you guys during the stream, which will be two of them will be on Bunny's channel, that if you are on Twitch, and one of them will be on the YouTube channel, which is on Akada. And if you type exclamation mark giveaway in your chat, you can actually see them and go to the links. Okay? And we will let you know, okay, which कौन सा platform पे किसका हो रहा है, तो you guys can stay updated. All right. With that being said,
Uh,
I think our lobbies are almost ready. The people in the who are supposed to play for the evening are almost ready. Wolf. So we should
yeah,
be
we
starting in a
have
moment.
we have
Mm-hmm.
60 awesome players, all of them
Mm-hmm.
gems to us.
Yep.
And they're all in 20 teams. That's like three in each team.
Yep.
And there are some noobs over here, and we have some players who've been playing Apex for a while as well.
Yep.
So let's see, anything can happen in this game.
True, true. The best thing is, since the community, this Apex community in India is so small, I'm pretty sure all of them probably know each other in some one way or another. So I'm really interested to see how the fights are going to take place. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I was in their shoes, I would also know one person in the entire people, like the entire players who are playing, that one player who I have to be scared of, that one player who I just do not want to cross paths with. Like, so I'm pretty sure they also know one of these players from here, and I
Well,
wish them all the best that they don't interfere with each other.
well,
Mhm.
given the format of this game, all of
Mhm.
them in one map, facing
Yep.
off against each other, unless you're on the same team, right? We're
Yep.
making brothers fight over here, brothers and sisters, of course. Yeah. And we're sitting here with our popcorn, enjoying the show. So let's see.
Yep.
Let's see who comes up on top.
Definitely.
Uh,
All right. Can we get a quick update on when the game will be starting? I think we should be going into the first game very, very soon. And till then, I think this is a beautiful chance for us to interact with the chat. Uh, all right, we just got an update. We still have 2 minutes, so this is a wonderful time to interact with the chat. Say hello to you guys. How are you doing, all of you? All right, let me update as well. Like, there is a 2 minute delay on the stream,
yeah.
so you will like watch everything that is on a 2 minute delay basically, so that no one of the players can stream snipe or do anything that we don't want them to do. So, yep. All right, I think we should be starting at any moment now,
Yep.
and
Well, we can.
uh-huh.
Most of our players are here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the Twitch chat open really quick. Just give me 1 second.
All right. Well, here we go.
All righty. All right, we are in the first game, and we have 59 players in the lobby. This is going to be a
Yep.
stacked lobby, and it's going to be very interesting to see who is going to claim their throne. Because all the three games there's going to be the same players, right? And the
Yep.
first game it's going to be more of mind games, because if you are a dominant team in the
Yeah.
first
This
game,
this is your chance to
uh-huh,
put some fear in the other players. This is the
definitely.
first game.
So for the next two round, they're going to be very scared of you, and they're going to make sure you don't run into them by accident.
Yeah. So
So,
no one wants to be the easy player in this game. You know what I mean?
true,
So this
definitely.
this is the this is the game which shapes the opinion that other players have about you. So let's
Mhm.
see how it goes. This is the
Yep.
intimidation tactic when it comes to playing the mind games.
Definitely. And also we'll have to see where each of the player, each of the teams decide to land, because this is a pretty huge map. And
Yep.
I really hope we don't get to see off a lot of off-zone fights, because I really
Introducing
want
your
as many
champion.
people to survive
All
to
right,
endgame,
brother.
because that will make the
Gibraltar's
entire game
coming
even
for
more
you.
interesting.
Yeah,
So
well, that
uh-huh,
depends upon the type of player, right?
definitely.
There are some people who just want to land and kick ass, and then
Yep.
there are some people who want to play it smart, the cerebral assassins, if you will,
Hmm.
that are gonna like go to a place which isn't that populated, maybe a more secluded place where most people won't land, and make it their way into the fight. So let's see. Only
Yep.
time can tell.
Definitely. And as we can see on our screens, Ace, the team Ace, has
Yeah,
already jumped out, and from the looks of
the
it, they are going
alchemist.
to. Mhm.
Target
Alchemist.
spotted. There.
They are going towards edge of the map, which is probably a smart move. Hopefully, no, they don't get followed by any other player, and they have enough time for the loot.
Yep,
But oh, as we can
looting
see,
is a
there is a team
big
going
factor.
with them actually.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
Uh,
very tough for them of spawn.
Well, if they can overcome this initial friction between them and the
Hmm.
other team, whichever team
Yep.
comes out of this, they'll have a clear way of looting till the time they get into the next conflict.
True. That's definitely true. And the fight has already begun. Dark Templar here taking some damage
Yeah.
from the poison.
There seems to be one of those.
Yep. And the gunfights has already ensued.
here.
Oh, I think that was one of his own teammates, maybe? Because they stopped shooting immediately. All right, maybe there was some
And
confusion from
Cav,
their side. All right.
Kaz getting up on the roof. Yeah, this is a smart move by Kaz right here, trying to find out where the next circle is going to be.
Go here.
Optics here.
Teams
Sniper.
are just trying to get as much damage in onto the opponents as well. We have here Team Hardstuck.
Medkit here. Gotta hop up here. Boosted loader.
Valkyrie from, Horizon from Team. Hot truck.
Team Hardstuck is currently in a fight, but it's a long-range fight, so I don't think they have to be in a, in a panic right now. They just have to delay the attack if they have good weapons.
They have to concentrate on not taking a lot of damage.
Because right off the bat, you don't really have that many
Yeah, you
shields
might.
either.
Yeah, if you engage in a fight, you might not get the time to heal up.
Focus quadrant.
And here
Every-
we can see our Neom already going for heals, and he was able to do some significant damage to the opponent, so I'm guessing he is healing as well. All right, now regrouping. See, also another thing I wanted to talk about in this games are, it all depends on the IGL, right? Because you'll have to plan ahead, and you need an IGL in the whole trio. One guy who's going to plan the entire movement, and the other two just making sure the
No, not at all.
Level
Look,
2.
you only have 3 players in a game. If even
Yep.
one of you goes down, that's an automatic minus 33% of your team strength. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You'd be up against a whole damn team. And all of these, let me remind you guys, all of these are damn good players. So
Definitely.
even if you're one man down, that's a big deal. In a firefight, 2 against 3, you're gonna be sorry.
Helmet here.
Yep. And you definitely don't want to be in a man disadvantage, because this game this relies on you being confident in your aim, and one player down is not,
Yeah.
not
Hostile
fine.
over there.
In my opinion, the best team is going to win instead of the best players, because you all have to work together. But
True.
I might be wrong. That's the beauty of this game. They might end up making me eat my own words. So let's see if we have one of those prodigies, one of those insane players that can carry the whole damn team. I might have to eat my words, but that's unlikely.
RE45
I'm a betting man.
here.
I'm going to bet.
Nice auto pistol
bet
for
team
close
is gonna
combat.
win this.
Yep, we'll see where this match goes. And we are spectating currently Team Lord, who are in tunnels right now and just gathering as much shields as possible, trying to get
Heavy
better
ammo
weapons, as much ammo. Because
Gotta hop up
ammo,
here.
I feel like in the start game, it's very hard. You can run out of ammo so easily.
That's an underrated statement. You run out of ammo, you would be there punching
Optics here.
your
Mid-range.
opponent.
True. So these guys are trying their best. Now moving on to Alitras. I really hope I'm pronouncing their name right.
Elitras. Yeah. Pardon us, guys, if you don't get it right. You know, hit us up after the show. And you can learn your name.
I could use that.
But
These guys are also just looting. There's nothing special going on out there. Making sure that they have.
looting is a integral part of the game during the first few minutes, you know. The better your loot, the better your chances of survival. Given you still have the skills, but loot makes a big difference.
True. Oh, and there is a fight going on right now between Team Rebel.
And Dark Exer. That's his name, I think.
Yep.
He survived that. That was insane. He was taking fire on all sides. He's trying to heal up right now. Dark Exer.
Yep, that seemed like a very close fight. I thought he was going to go down, but somehow, fortunately, he was able to survive. And moving on to the right side now, yep, JD Lock is already down.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, the death list. I would say he's trying to be true to his name right here. You know,
Yep.
trying to go revive his partner. So is Kanu. Kanu was trying to heal himself too. The whole team came under a lot of fire.
Yep. And I think in these fights, what matters more is having the high ground and having your team well coordinated. And I don't think that's what is happening here, because one of the teammates from Sad Life is away from them, and that has costed them one more player, I believe.
Oh,
Or they did just
we
spot him.
gotta watch out. We gotta see if that life can bounce back from this setback.
True. Oh no, none of them has gone down so far. Alright.
Still down.
So Team Sad Life has also made their way to the roof of that building, but to their surprise, the opponents have already left that place.
I think that is the smart option. But they're taking a lot of heavy damage by going into the circle.
They did, and they also were able to collect their teammates' card, so I think there might be a revive coming in soon at any time. Let's see if they will be able to do that successfully. And there is another fight in Q.
Team 1 HP.
Team 1 HP, yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure what team is that right in front of us, but Exox
Yeah.
is trying his best to do some damage.
69. Engaging in a long distance fight.
Yep. Looking at the map really quick, we can see people are.
We
Yep,
have
everyone
a
is
few teams
scattered.
inside the circle at this point. We still have, I would say, a majority of the teams are still outside the next circle.
Here. Level 2.
And I don't know if that's very smart, but maybe they're trying to like eliminate most of their opposition while they're still outside the circle before they make it. You
Yep.
still have 2.5 minutes.
True. I mean, we can never know what their game plan is, right? We don't have a signal, a line on them and their comms, so they could be thinking of multiple things, or maybe they're just stuck in a bad situation and they're trying to get out of it.
A lot can happen in this game in 2 minutes, let me remind you.
You have to plan steps ahead. And talking about fights, we do have a fight going on between Akada and another team. And one of the
Kashi
players,
taking heavy
Yep.
damage at this point.
really
Kashi
heavy
playing it
damage.
safe, getting away from the enemy.
Yep.
And Nakabi. Nakabi trying to heal as well. They've also lost bad tank.
Yep, I was
They're trying to
actually.
go heal him. Will they be able to get him?
We'll have to see, because that opponent
Recover
were able to
banner.
get the
Oh,
kill.
okay.
That is very unfortunate for the team.
Yeah, it seems like they lost their friend bad.
Oh, coming to the team One Piece now. Another player goes down.
They're dropping off like flies at this point. This is the time of the game where
Yep.
I would call this thinning of the herd. You know,
Definitely.
the weak ones get picked out by the predators of this game.
Uh-huh. Oh, and as we someone was just
And they've lost
out of
two
the
players
air.
at this point.
Muthu's
Mumu
stuck
trying
in
to
a
get away. Mumu is only sole surviving member of One Piece, and they're gone. Before I could
Not
finish that
anymore.
sentence.
Uh-huh. Well, that is this game, right? Third parties and the lasers coming from all the sides. You just cannot predict them. And looking at that, the guy has already gone down.
He's
But
done, trying to change some damage on his opponents, you know.
Tejas trying to get some damage in. He has a scope in on them. And his
And
teammates
they're
have
trying to-
already started going towards the opponent.
Yeah, they're trying to flank them from all sides. And
Yep.
that seems to be a very dangerous strategy.
Let us go this
You know,
way.
that's good. Let's see if it works.
We'll have to see. But also keep in mind, the zone is going to start moving at any second now. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't have a lot of time left.
Let me remind you guys, every zone that comes takes in more and more damage, with the last one taking in 25 per second of your health. You know, that's 25 of your health every time, and you only have like 100 plus
Yep.
your armor, but it takes away right from your health. So the players, as we progress in the game, as we get deeper into it, the players have to realize how important it is to get moving when the zone comes.
Definitely. And for now, it is the second zone, so I don't think they are doing that much because in second zone they don't take that much damage compared to the last. But we already see another fight. Definitely. Why get stuck in the zone when you have the option to go to the next zone, you know, in advance?
Exactly. Maybe you can like go in there, find a nice little place which you can have control over, and you know, surprise everybody who walks in afterwards.
Definitely. And talking about being stuck in the zone, we have Team Lord, whose one player is already down and rest two are in zone, and they'll have to see if they have enough time.
They're scarily low on health. This is Scorpio is right on the brink, hard to heal himself, but he doesn't have 50% of health. So they're both trying to get out of the zone. And you know what? I'm really
I'm going over here.
rooting for these guys. Same with the Templar order. They lost one guy, Yotto, but the other two seem to be fine. They're
Yep,
healing
and
themselves on time.
Fortunately for them, Yoto was just revived, so their trio is now back up, and they're still going really good. But the zone, I think, is going to start again in 1 minute. The second zone has closed and the third zone has formed. Let's look at the map really quick, and let's see where each of the players are and how many people are still out of zone. It seems like that won't be possible for now. But no
But
worries.
we still have Team Elytras stuck outside. I don't know if all of them are stuck outside. It seems that way. I see two of them stuck outside.
Yeah, I
they
think
just made it
only
in.
one, but now they are in zone.
They are in
and,
zone. So
Yep, they're trying to get their health up as much as possible because they know, because they have to start going towards the next zone as well, and they don't want to get into a fight with low health.
well, the Team Bad Legends right here. Seems like they're holding up to their name. They're running around and hunting down people. Just saw Exxon 69. Oh, dude, Exxon, like laying in the fire. He's like spitting fire.
A lot of damage coming in through by him, and I believe one of the players from the opponents are already down. Kings, heavy damage. Not right in front of them. He's going for the finish as well.
Yeah, well, Team Bad Legends seems to have one person down. So does Team Espada Warriors.
Contact.
This is a very competitive
Someone
game.
traveled through here recently.
Yep, and you can see the what do you call it?
Check
The
out this way.
where the list of the everyone dying, it's going all crazy with all kinds of colors because there are so many people
Damn, Mark
dying.
Gray, bro. That's what it is. People dying everywhere.
Let's go.
Genocide. That's
And
what we like to watch.
Zeox was able to take down another guy called Sadarchi Gaming. I'm guessing it's the same guy from the same team.
Well, Team HP's Exxon 69 seems to be doing really well.
You know, I've seen Team
Healing up,
1
he has the golden
HP.
armor.
Yep. They're really good on terms of armor as well.
Same with
And I've
Team Elite Frost. They seem to have a red armor and a golden armor. It's very important in these games to be getting these armors and getting better equipment as you go. Towards the end of the game, have like everyone in that same area. And in my opinion, those who have better equipment, given all things considered, they're equal. If skills are equal, people with better equipment are going to dominate. No question.
Definitely. And before we go to the end game of this round, I just want to quickly say thank you to EA who were so kind to provide us with because of them only we are able to play these tournaments. So huge thanks to them. Yep, and with that being said, we just saw our team got vanished off the face of the earth, and can we get some RIPs for them?
It's so easy to get killed in this game. It's people are dropping left and right. It's like
True.
it's faster than you can count.
And coming back to Team 1 HP, like I was saying earlier as well, I've seen this team play before. Wolf, we do Akada customs, right? And I've seen these teams play, and these guys dominate. Let me tell you that.
Man, I can tell they dominate. They're like killing it right now. They seem to be the juggernaut in this game, the favorite to win. And I'm a guy who always roots for the underdog, of course, because I'm the underdog. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm just hoping one of these other teams comes over and like topples juggernaut over. But that's wishful thinking. Let's see what happens. Maybe one of these guys is going to make me feel even better. But maybe the big bad Team 1 HP is going to come down and mow everybody.
Yep, let's hope so. And I mean, we'll have to see. But the other thing is, if you're stuck in a really bad position, right? If you make one bad choice, no matter how good you are at this game, you will go down. You don't want to be stuck in a bad situation. And talking about a bad situation, we have a fight going on against us. Another team. One of the opponents has already gone down. It seems to be a
Cross, eliminating one person after the other.
And another one
They might
goes
top
down as well.
Team 1 HP.
Yup. Definitely does not seem that good for them. But
He's down a lot of damage. He's down on the last foot. Will he survive?
we'll have to see. This is getting very interesting.
That hound is still down. Did survive. What away? He's trying to heal now.
Yep.
Or is that Taker? That's Taker.
Yeah, but the entire team has been able to move up to the high ground, where it will be very difficult for the opponents to
Dark Templar taking damage. Dark Templar down.
That is unfortunate for them. And they're still taking heavy damage. They're trying to give some damage back as well, trying to throw off the enemies away from them as much as possible so that they don't,
But
get bonded in a
all
situation.
three of them seem to be low on health. Very low on health, in fact. But
yeah, we'll have to see if Team 1 HP, I believe that was in the team that Eltras is fighting, will be able to survive this or not.
this is a very competitive match right here.
And we have a ultimate coming in, I think, from one of the agents from the opener. Unfortunately, I can't see their names right now, so I can't really tell who it is. But that seemed to did a lot of damage, and they had to back off that mountain.
Well, we're getting an overview of the whole map right now.
I have a subject.
And we have Team 1 HP over here. All three of them seem to be fine, and they're all quite geared up right now. Two of them have level 4 armors, and one of them has a golden armor. So, and they're laying down the fire.
Yep, the damage is coming in. And
the
Grips. Yep, and Grips has been taking a lot of damage as well. Gibraltar had to use his shield to protect himself from the ultimate coming in from the opponent.
That is insane.
They're aiming
The
right
amount
at
of
you.
damage.
The team that is trying to inflict as much damage on the opponent as possible. And we can see already one of them is down. Arinon is taking a lot of damage and will go down
Padlocked a bandit.
by 1 HP.
Being hard struck over here, and they seem to be hard struck at this point. With Arnion almost on the last leg. and we were almost down 50% health.
Yep. I think our Neon was revived because we saw him down in the kill board
Yep.
going down, but he's still alive, so I'm pretty sure he got revived. And the best part is these guys are trying to keep the high ground, just mounting themselves and trying to push everyone away from us.
Well, in the Apex Legends, this game, high ground is very important.
Yep,
It
it's the
makes it
key.
easier to shoot down your enemies. Whereas when you're on the low ground, it's harder to even come out unless hoping
Going
your
over
enemies
Yep. And unfortunately, Gibraltar is already down from this
This one
one.
first. Hold on.
And it seems to be like there's only 3 squads left with 7 players, and we have a revive coming in. A very clutch revive.
Heads on, revive.
Ultras keep up fight, but I think all Ultras are getting life so far. This is a
Oh,
very
and
good.
this is the last one for 1 HP. Oh, and we have an upset. 1 HP goes down.
Yep. 2 squads left. It's a 1v1 situation in terms of teams. And we have the champions for the first team. It is Ultras.
Elytras pulling in an upset for the other teams,
Uh-huh.
and reigning supreme in our first game. That's going to be
Definitely.
enough.
Apex
Probably
champions.
put fear in the hearts of the other competitors.
Uh-huh. And not only they were able to win this game, they dominated, I think. Eltros, we saw so many people taking giving damage and on the opponents and taking so many of them down as well. So all right.
Well, they seem to work better as a team. Team 1
Mm-hmm.
HP did well, but
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, like they lacked a certain amount of teamwork. You could see one of them being more dominant than the others,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Team Elytras, they just picked each other up the whole time and they crushed the opponent.
Yep. And I wish I had a better view of the end game.
Exactly. I
Yep.
wanted to see more of the final team, that
Mm-hmm.
the team which came in second last. I would love to see what errors they made, but we had the perspective of Team Elytras, and we could tell how the winners won it. So,
Mm. But I have to say, the final fight between Team 1 HP, I think that was, and Altros, that was actually crazy. And Altros did a very good job of keeping that high ground for themselves in the entire time. So props to them. Again, congratulations to them for winning. And I
yeah.
think it is time for us to move on to the first giveaway for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure you guys are very hyped. And before we move on, let me just thank all our sponsors once again, Akada, and we have Entrar and IGZ, all of them. Thank you so much for being part of this incredible event and
Yeah.
hosting it.
Thank you so much, guys. This would
Hmm.
be possible without y'all.
Definitely. And can we get the first giveaway started, guys? We should be going into the first giveaway any moment now. All right. So, yep. Oh, delay is going to be an issue for this. Well, I have to give you
Uh,
guys the code as well. So let me just do that really quick. Let me get that code. And
Remember, guys, this code is your chance to win big. You know, so
yep.
pay attention to the code. Type it in, and it might be your lucky day.
Yep. And Bunny, can you send me the code again? I seem to have lost it, unfortunately. Guys, we'll be providing you the code very soon. Just give me 1 minute. All right. I do have the code. Never mind. Found it. Thank God. All right. So the first code for the first giveaway is going to be Enteror. So make sure to put that in the chat right now. And it is being done on Bunny's channel. So people on YouTube right now, make sure to type exclamation mark giveaway. You'll get a link for Bunny's channel on Twitch. Go there and you can type in the chat Enteror. That is the keyword to enter this giveaway. And you'll be all set to go.
And make
And we'll be.
sure you guys
Mhm.
follow all the channels.
Yep.
Uh, that show up, that will mean a lot to us. Plus, it will keep you updated on all the cool things we do as an organization. You know?
True. That is very true. So there is a 2 minute delay on the stream, and because of that, we will give you guys enough time for it to come onto your stream, and then you guys getting the code, you guys putting it in, right? All right. Meanwhile, I think this is a perfect opportunity for Wolf and I to talk about the previous game that just happened. So uh,
Man, that game was insane. I'm not
it
even
really was.
dude, like the action was so fast. It was kind of hard for me to even like make sure the person that I'm seeing is dead,
Mhm.
because people were dropping off left and right. It was.
Yep. It was
But
actually very crazy. And also, not to mention, a lot of teams did really good, right? We didn't expect so many teams making it to the end game because we saw so many of them at the edge of the circle in the end of zone two, right?
dude,
I didn't
that was
think
that
a
was a
lot of them.
that was a
Mhm,
very competitive end game. We had like
mhm.
so many teams towards the end, and a big upset for me is Team HP. Well, I was seeing their gameplay in the start of the game. I was rooting for it, but that's somehow, even in such a short game, you can tell by that this is somewhat of a marathon and not a sprint. You have to be
Definitely.
consistent from the start of the game to the end of the game.
Mhm. And guys, this is your chance to enter the giveaway. I'm telling you guys once again, the code is ENTERAR. Make sure to put that in the chat right now. That's all you have to do to enter the giveaway. And people on YouTube who are watching the stream on YouTube, make sure to go over to the Twitch channel. You have to write exclamation mark giveaway in your chat to get the link for that. And as soon as you go to the Twitch channel, or Bunny's channel, that is, make sure to go follow it. And I don't think you can like the stream on Twitch, so I'm not going to say that. But you can just type in the code ENTERAR and you'll be good to go. I see a lot of people going for it already. Nice.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm kind of
Hmm.
excited to see who wins this as well. You know,
Yep, it is very exciting. There are so many people. We have already 32 eligible users. So it's going to be very exciting for sure. And talking about
competition is in the air.
true, talking about the previous game again, team Entras winning the first game has already proved, like I was talking about before the game started, dominance, because the first game is all about mind games at this point,
Exactly. But that
right?
doesn't mean it's always going to work. Maybe next game Team 1
Hmm.
HP is going to show up and have their sweet revenge. So
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
let- let- only time can tell, bro. Only time is going to let us know. Maybe we're
That
going to
is
have a
very true.
dark horse in the next game. Maybe
Yep,
maybe Team Templar is going to show up and like submerge everybody, like subdue them. Who
yep.
knows? So this is still quite an open bet for a betting man. I mean,
Hmm.
team Entrar seems to be the favorite going into the next one, but winning twice in a row, that's a hard ask for anybody. Given
Yep.
the
But
caliber of
I'm
the teams we have.
But I'm pretty sure because of this winning of Entras, I'm pretty sure they are probably on like top of the leaderboard right now, which we'll be seeing right after this giveaway is over. So I
Mhm.
hope you guys are excited for that as well. Taking a look at the leaderboards. I am
Yep.
definitely are because a lot of things happened because we cannot cover everything on the stream, right? Because there
Yeah.
are so many fights happening all over the area. So
Yep.
looking at the leaderboards, we can get a better view of what's happening.
As all the rounds keep going and as
Hmm.
time goes, we're gonna see a lot of changes in that leaderboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we already have 53 eligible users for ready for the giveaway. Bunny, it is your call now. I will roll whenever you think it is fine. All right, so people are referring to how the watching increased because of the giveaway, but we still love your support and appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for that.
Well, if you guys came for the giveaway, save for the show. And I
Definitely.
promise you, you won't regret it. We have a
Hmm.
riveting contest over here, and the action is insane. People just killing each other, blasting off, you know. And yeah, we have
All
a
right.
very competitive competition over here. Won't take much of your time, but
True.
it will make memories in your head.
Definitely. And I think, Wolf, this is the time that we have to go for the role. And I'm sure you can see my screen share, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to full screen it. Yeah, I can kind of see it.
Yep. So I'm going for the role. And let's see who's the winner of the first giveaway for Akada. Sorry, not Akada. I'm sorry. Arcade Predator
Let's go.
season 1 is going to be on the count of 3, 2, 1. And the winner is
Three,
Sid
two,
Gaming.
one. Sid Gaming.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I really hope you are still in the chat, so you can let us know your socials and give us a way to contact you. Discord, Instagram, anything would work. Just let us know your tag. And Sid Gaming has won the giveaway. Let's go. Congratulations. Can we see some W's in the chat as well? It is very exciting to see, the first giveaway has rolled and he was one of the winners.
Congratulations once again,
Mhm.
Sid Gaming.
Yep.
And at this point, I think we are about to take a break.
Yep, we will. We're just waiting for him to give us his socials, if that is possible. Let's see if
yeah.
he's still in the chat.
Yeah. I'd love to get Sid Gaming's reaction at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Our first winner.
Oh, I was just updated. We are pronouncing the name wrong of the winning team. It's Eltras, not Entrar.
Yeah, that's what I said. Eltras.
Did I must have pronounced it wrong. I'm so sorry, guys.
That's fine.
Eltras. Those are the guys who won the last game.
That's a
I'm so
fairly
sorry.
unique name. So
Mhm.
yeah. For people like us, it might take a while to get used to it.
True. And Sid Gaming, if you're still in the chat, please let us know your socials so we can contact you in some way. All right, we have his Twitter. Can we get that copied really quick? Oh, maybe actually I have to do it. Let me copy that. All right. Thank you so much for being a part of this giveaway, everyone in the chat. We will be taking a small break. Wolf.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And we'll be right back. Take a quick break.
Yep.
And when we come back, we're going to come back with a bang for the next round. Let's see if 1 HP gets its fucking revenge, or the team Entra is going to repeat. Or maybe we might find a new guy, just like new team, just take over the whole thing. So stay tuned, guys.
Yep, we'll have to see. Stay tuned, and we'll be seeing you very soon.
I'm on Sid's screen.
All right, guys, we are back, and sorry that break took so long. I hope you didn't get bored of for that. And I just got the word that the scoreboard should be ready at any moment. We should be switching to that at any moment. So let's have a look towards the scoreboards. Can we see the scoreboards too?
There's nothing on my side.
Yep.
I can't see anything. It's just loading.
Sid, we can see the OBS.
I can't see anything. For me, it's just the loading. Bunny?
I think he's switching. We need to give him a second.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Discord pay.
All right, so we do have the leaderboards, and just as we expected, because of the win, Team Eltras was able to get
It's
36
leading.
points.
Followed by Team 1HP, the runner-up in this game.
Hmm.
And towards the bottom of the list, we have Team Believers. Well, not Team Believers. They seem to not have competed. No.
Maybe they got eliminated right off the bat, and they were not able to get
Yeah.
any points.
The last four teams, they all are tied
Mhm.
with each other, you know.
Yep. And looking at the third team as well, it is Team Hardstuck D4 with 14 points. So I think the main competition is going to be between the top 10 teams that we are seeing: Team Asura, Team Alchemist, Team Solo Goats, Team Lord, Sad Life, Rebels, Templar Order, Hardstuck 1 HP, and Eltras. So
Yeah,
it's going to be very interesting to see who will come up on the top of the leaderboards after the second game is over. And I think we have the lobbies ready already, right? So let's move on to them.
well,
All
there
right.
seems to
So
be a huge gap
Mhm.
between the first three and the rest of the crew, you know.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's going to be possible for the rest of them to catch up. It,
Yeah, if the team is if the teams below the top five is able to win a match or so in the upcoming few rounds, maybe then they can catch up. But right now, Eltras is sitting on 36 points, and it's going to be really hard for the other team to catch up to them because they didn't only win the game. I think they got a lot of kills as well.
and they were that's unreal.
Definitely. They were able to maintain high ground during the end game the entire time. The coordination between them was amazing, and they were able to plan ahead regarding the zones where they can be rotated very well as well. So I believe that is the main reason that they were able to win.
Well, but given how Alcohol has taken the chance of winning the first game, I would like to say that for the rest of the team, for the other first four, it would be difficult to bounce back and win the game. So, although if Delta does win the second game again, they would be unacceptable.
Definitely. And I believe Sid, did you unmute us after the scene was switched? All right. I'm talking about the OBS by the way. Sid is what did
Okay, yeah, here it goes.
Alright, so the team solo boat has already landed and they've already started
And he picks up a flatline, which is, in my opinion, an underrated gun in this game, one of the best.
Stuff to search right here.
Yep. And
Which
I don't
by
think I saw anyone land near them so far. So they were able to, I think.
there are a lot of good
Yeah, they have enough time to go for the loot because, like I said, no one landed near them. And we already have one team eliminated. Team Ace was able to pick off a team right off the bat.
Wow.
Alright, so Ace is doing pretty good right now. That is really good. And Team Hardship, who was team number 3 in the leaderboard, currently has a pretty good loadout as well. Not really doing good on the team, but it is the start of the game and I think
Well, White does have a level 2 shield on him, but so does Reno.
Yep. Oh, their opponents are stuck in a very bad position.
Reno trying to recover his shield.
Kameda has already gone down from the opponent team, but I don't think they were able to get that finish. So he might be getting a revive right now.
Hardcore still seems to dominate right from the start.
And looks like Team Hardcore is going to use that launcher to maybe go towards their teammates.
Yeah, but if they stay too far away from each other, that can be damaging. They better stick together.
And from the viewers we are watching right now, who was on 20th number in the leaderboard,
Yeah,
two
but
of the players.
they've already had 2 players down on them, and there they go, the whole team. Team Believers. Well, that shows you the level of competition we have. Bad legend. Clear up as well.
Yup, and Solo Goats is currently the team we are spectating, and Pranjal is trying his best to get as much damage as possible to the opponent, but he did take some damage onto himself as well.
Each player down is a big setback for me, you know.
Yep.
Unlike Call of Duty where you have several players on each team, this you only have 2. You gotta make that count.
Definitely.
And Team Varun over here, all of them seem to be shielded up pretty well. They all have level 3 shields.
Yep, and I think they are on the corner of the map as well, so I don't think they should have any problems.
They're playing it quite smart, I would say. Team Varun.
Yep.
Spectating just Anirudh right now. Just
Wait.
Anirudh taking in heavy damage.
Oh, I think he kind of lagged out there for a second because he just went on top of that mountain and just stayed there. He was like, "Sari bullets aren't the way."
This is a very real threat, guys. The internet, the quality of the internet could be the difference between winning and losing in a game like this, you know?
Yep, if you are an Indian, any esports player, your biggest threat isn't your skills, it's the internet and the electricity.
Yeah, it's like a 50-50. And North laying in the fire on the opponents. But was he accurate enough? That's the question. I don't think he was. I think he's still got to keep an eye out for those people. They might come back and get a revenge on him.
Definitely, and Team Varun seems to be very confident right now because they just launched on towards the team that they were fighting.
Well, maybe that's their strategy. They want to go eliminate the threat so that they don't have to worry about them anymore.
I mean, it's all about the confidence, and the shots are already
North
coming
playing
in.
in heavy damage on his opponents.
One player is already down, and the next one is taking heavy damage.
And this is lightning fast gameplay at this point. Not taking in some damage as well, but he has a level 3 shield as we said. The importance of the shields in this game is underrated, you know.
And
If
while
you
we
have a
were
level
talking
3
about
shield, you
that,
can take a lot more damage, you can survive a lot better.
that is
Yeah.
true. And while we were talking about that, the entire team has gone down. And
Oh.
this just shows that Team Varun is very prepared and very confident with their plays because as soon as they located the team, they were not hesitant to push, just launch towards them.
the aggressive gameplay might actually reward them, you know. Just Anirudh with the golden armor at this point. That
Yep.
comes in quite handy.
Definitely. And currently they're just hanging around this area, not much to do. Probably going to look where the next zone is and going to go there. And the
But
round one has started closing.
Just using the flatline gun, I would like to say it's one of my favorite guns in this game. It's very reliable over all ranges, you know. Does a decent amount of damage to the enemy. So yeah, he has the flatline and the Peacekeeper, so he's probably good on all ranges, given Peacekeeper is good for short ranges, you know.
And we are spectating Team Sad Life right now, who are in a fight. And they have a portal ready as well, just in case the fight gets too much. They can immediately get out of that situation. I think that's exactly what one of their teammates did. He was low in health. DJ Loft.
Playing as Raven.
And even Deathless
playing as Remnant.
yep. And even Deathless has decided to run away from the situation, go to their teammates. And maybe it is a smart decision because the zone is right on their.
Oh, yeah, they're in the zone. And that just makes it to the other side of the zone. Zehir is still in the zone and he's taking damage from the zone.
Yeah, Team Vendetta is not looking in a good position right now. One of their teammates is already down.
And
Unfortunately,
the other
they.
two are in the zone, I believe. And
Fortunately,
Kazbek, he doesn't even have an armor. I mean, he doesn't have level 2
good
armor.
armor. True.
You know, so and he's still taking in heavy damage from the zone. Both of them are. It would be sad to see if they end up dying in the zone. You know, because I'd like to see all the underdogs have a fighting chance for the crown.
Yep. And fortunate for that guy, he had a lot of white health, so he might be able to make it in zone with some shields or some health still on
Yep.
him. And coming
one
to
place over
One
here.
Piece.
Yep. Trying to still explore for enemies, I guess.
Yep. Oh, I think this is they're trying to locate the next zone for themselves, so they
Yeah, and
have
that
an next
could-
idea.
And that could be very beneficial for the team, as they could be in the next zone waiting for the other teams to show up, and as soon as they show up, they have to cancel it, you know.
Yep,
It'd be a total ambush.
definitely. And King Arthur is in a fight as well, and doing a lot of damage. Gibraltar,
Yeah, but he's coming for us. Yeah. And wow,
coming in
maybe he's
from
taking
both
a lot
sides.
of damage at this point.
But they were able to come on top of the fight, and Team Hardcheck
And-
won that fight too.
Wow. Well, this is the difference between pros and, I mean, I shouldn't say noobs, but like regular players. You know what I mean?
Yep. And the team put down was none other than Team Ace, who we did see perform pretty decently in the last game.
But they ran up against a juggernaut in Team Hard Stuff and they were more down.
True. You know, surprisingly, Team Varun, who we didn't see perform that well in the last game, are doing pretty nicely this one because I think so far they have taken down 2 teams.
Dude, they're playing it smart though. They only engage with people that are in their way, and if they really have to, and they're just like trying to make their way through the game. You know, they're trying to survive for as long as they can without much fight. And that might be a very rewarding strategy for the long game.
I love this team's name. Team Asura.
Team Asura, and we have that Tanky over here taking a lot of damage from the back. Oh, and Tanky goes down, I think.
This is what happens when you are not with your team, and you will be taken down very easily because it
He
will
got
end up
ganged
being
up
a
on,
1v3
man.
situation.
He got
Exactly.
shot from every side. Probably resembles the Swiss cheese.
Oh, another player goes down from the same team, I believe.
Yeah, no, this is team 1 HP and Frenzy was taking a lot of damage. Teams have survived that.
Yep.
And she power up his shield again.
Oh, there we go. Sad Life. I think 2 of the players are down, or the entire team went down just
Can you
now.
go back to Sad Life again, please?
I don't think we can because I think the team has been wiped clean off
Oh,
the face of
okay.
the earth. Well, that is going to be
That was
unfortunate
quick.
for
That's
them.
how fast this game is. You were just looking at them for a second. You moved to 1 HP, and that life is no more. Kind of
Yep.
makes you miss them.
Looking at the other players on the map right now, we do see a lot of teams still outside the zone, and two teams are in the zone, taking a lot of damage. Team 1HP are trying their best to move their way towards the zone. But I think this is the third zone closing, or actually the second zone closing.
This
So
is the
as soon as it
second zone, yeah.
closes, it's going to do significant damage. So they have to make their way as soon as possible towards the zone, or they might actually risk losing the game. And I really want Team 1HP to do better
Yeah,
this
come
game
back and
because
get their revenge.
Uh-huh.
You know,
easily.
I mean, it's there's no point if you have no competition. Competition is what makes any conflict fun. You know, when we have two juggernauts matched up, we have two titans. That is what we do. That's what these two teams may be. But we have Team Varun over here, north from Team Varun, trying to take the fight to the opponent.
And
And
those
he's killing two guys at once. Can he survive this? But he has his teammate to back him up from the other side, and they did.
and they are now the
North
new
is
kill
the new
leaders.
Kill leader.
That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Look at how many kills they have right now. I'm pretty sure they have taken down more than 3 teams
Man,
just for
that's
themselves.
insane. I thought he was going up against two people at once, but his teammates show up from the back and flank them and like just surround them. That was spark of genius by
True.
Team Varun. You know,
The coordination between the team was actually something else. And not to mention, look at their loot as well. They have really, really good shields. So
They
going into
got
another
it,
fight,
they- yeah. They got all that money.
yep, all the good stuff. And something another team, Varun, again they are in another fight. These guys,
But they're
oh my
playing
god, they're
aggressive.
taking down
This is
another
one
team.
team eliminated them.
These guys are
That
just
was
popping off.
insane. Wow. Team
No
Varun,
mercy.
man. I would reckon to say this is my third favorite team so far, like, right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like, well, maybe the fourth team because we have the top two team HP and France, and then we have Heartsport, and now Team Varun seems to be showing up and making a claim for their name.
Definitely. And we have View
Just
Esports
spotted someone out there.
trying to do some damage to the opponents that they see really far away. I think they're trying to make their way into the zone, and these guys are just trying to hold them off, which is actually a very smart move. And now coming back to the champion of the last game, Elitras.
Elite Stars.
Elitras, I am so sorry if I'm butchering their name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Nah, but you know what? Once is a mistake, twice, like after 2 or 3 times of butchering the name, I think I can get it now. So, partner so far, you know,
Uh-huh.
I think if they keep performing the way they do, forget us, everybody else is going to be knowing their name as well. So,
True, true. I mean, they have been able to survive the game so far as well. So, I think the end competition might be between Team 1HP, if they're still alive. I haven't seen them in quite a while. Team Varun and Team Elitras.
yeah, the Team Heart player seems to be batching back as well, and so does Team 1P. 2 more contenders for that crown. Team Varun, staying dominant as they were. They're getting
More kills for themselves. It's absolutely. It's a pleasure to my eyes to watch them play because their attacks are so coordinated and they know exactly what they're doing. They do not miss a shot. And
you
this
know
is
what?
very well played.
Usually, I would tell people not to be overly aggressive, but Team Varun seems to be putting all those thoughts to rest, and they're just like going in and butchering the enemy, one after the other. No? It's quite an unconventional style of gameplay. You know, they're not all slow and steady and careful. They're just going in there and kicking people in the AASS. You know.
Definitely. And coming to Royale Esports again. Oh, Sidley taking a lot of damage. Gibraltar. He has gone underground and trying to get some shields in so he can go back and help his teammates.
It's Armageddon outside. You can see the gunplay on every side of the map at this point. Oh, and Sidily taking in damage.
Yep.
Spitfire, here.
And someone in the chat said Gibby being Bhag Bilka Bhag. That is very true. This also, I have to point this out that I've seen. We see Gibraltar like at least being so many. Alright, that was a brain fart right there. I'm so sorry. We see Gibraltar being used so much. Like almost all the teams have Gibraltar in their trio. So
Well,
I'm pretty sure
in
he's
my
one of the
opinion, he's
most
one of the
OG
strongest players in the game. Especially his ultimate, man. He makes it rage. Like, he pulls them up into the beams, you know what I mean?
Definitely. And one of the players from team, two of the players from team Eltraz is down. Eltraz has been taken down. That I did not see coming.
What an upset. The champions of the last game eliminated before the top three. And now the top three includes Team Hardstuck,
Team Varun.
Team Varun, maybe I think the third one is Team 1 and 2.
No, I think it was Rui Esports, if I'm not wrong.
We have two major upsets in this game itself. The last, the first two from the last game, the top two from the last game, they've been eliminated, and this is open for these three new teams.
Alright, so we have the name of the third team as well. It was not Rui Esports. I'm sorry. It was
Solo
Solo
Q
Goats.
Solo Q Ghosts, the Dark Horse last game, you know, nobody was talking about them, and now we have them in the top three. Same with Team Varun. You didn't know about them. These guys are just like, they come up on top. This is no game, guys. Whoever wins this game is going to be a new champion for sure. There's no repeat.
And while we were talking, Team Varun has already taken out one of the teams. And it's
we
a
only have
1v1 situation.
two squads left.
Uh-huh.
Team Hardstuck versus Team Varun, I think.
Brothers, let's move this
Yeah,
way.
we'll have to see who's going to take home this victory. Team Hardstuck is trying their way to
And both
make a
the teams
plan.
have all of their members.
Uh-huh. Gibraltar using his shield to get some cover behind for himself.
Suraj Paradise is taking a lot of damage, Gibraltar.
Uh-huh. Not, look at Not. He is
Not.
so confident in his place. He's just pushing along. He does not care. Leto is helping his
They're all
teammate as much as
inside the
possible.
team right now.
And I think we all know where this is going. And the champion for the
Varun
second
kicks in the
game.
door and takes in the victory. The new kings of round 2.
Yup. I really did not see this coming. You know, Team Varun, I didn't even think of them being the winners, but the performance at the
But
beginning
they
was
seemed
especially
promising
something else.
right from the get-go in game number 2. They just came in, and I don't know if they were like low on energy and had a Red Bull for this game, but they were laser focused right from the start, man. They didn't back down for fights.
True. So, I'm sorry, Bunny, I couldn't catch that. Can you repeat that? All right. So, well, what an interesting game that was, and the game is over. But
Yeah. Well, I'd love to see the scoreboard math after this. You know, I don't know where
definitely,
the team Varun probably gets gets 36 points, and at this point, our team Elitras has 36 points, and now Team Varun does. So let's see what the scoreboard looks like soon, right?
yep. And the surprising thing is, only one of the team from top 10 made it to the top 3. Top 10 from the last game made it to the top 3 of this round. I think that was hard stuck. Other than that, it was all different teams. Oh,
Yeah,
actually, two of
we
them
have a
made it.
completely new top 3 at this point, you know.
Yep. Yep. Solo Q Goats was also one of the finalists or top 3s for this round. And the other ones, look at the team Varun. In the previous leaderboard, they had 0 points in the first game. But in
Yep.
the second game, they just entirely popped off. So it is going to be very interesting to see the new leaderboards. Once it's updated, we will be showing it to you guys as soon, very, very soon. But the thing
I
that
would
is...
love to talk about Team Heartstruck at this point. Team
Yep.
Heartstruck, they did quite well in this game, but they were also number 3 in the last game.
Yep.
So they seem to be consistent. They might not have won both the games, but they've been in the top 5 continuously.
Yep.
So if I was a betting man, which I kind of am, I would like to say Team Heartstruck seems to be one of the favorites going into the third game.
Yep, it could be very possible that they might even end up winning if they keep up their performance, because like that old saying is, slow and steady wins the race, right? You don't have to win
Exactly.
all the.
Maybe they
Mhm.
were just warming up using the first two games. If
True.
their warm up was this good to be in the top five in the first two games, then
Yep.
they might end up dominating the rest of the competition.
Definitely.
So
And another thing I want to say is this first two games went so fast. I expected them to like go really slow, right? People playing very passively, making their
yeah,
strategical moves.
but
Uh
people like Team Varun, they just went
huh.
in there and blew everybody off, man.
hmm
They knocked down the competition like a damn juggernaut,
Yep.
and they just rolled their way to victory.
hmm
Team Elitras was a major upset for me. I was expecting them to be in the top three, but they didn't even make it. I think they got eliminated as part of the top five. You know,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. And
yeah,
Team 1HP and Team Eltras, none of them survived to top five or top three. I think
top
they were
three.
in
Yeah,
top five.
yeah, they were in
So
top five.
that was very interesting to see as well. And talking about the plays from the previous game, we already have talked about Team Varun a lot, how they were really aggressive with their plays. We'll also have to talk about other teams, like for example, Team Elitras. Before they died, I think they were doing pretty good as well.
Yeah,
In
they
their
made it to the top five. I
Mhm.
feel like they didn't stick with each other as a team as much this time as they
Mhm.
did in the last game. You
Mhm.
know,
Yep.
and that might have been the reason for their downfall. Maybe they were too overwhelmed by Team 1HP because they probably recognized them in the field as number two, and they went
Yep.
after them, and they both like killed each other off. And
Mhm.
the other three teams, Team Varun, Team Heartstruck, uh, and the third one, they just like took advantage of that.
Yep. Yep. And I think this is a time. It is time for us to move to the giveaway now. Bunny, can I get a confirmation on that? And uh, 1 minute. Bunny, should we move on to the giveaway now? All right. All right, guys. So let's get on with the giveaway. And I think we should be here. Everyone should be here. And just make sure. Well, I think there is a problem. Let me just refresh this because for me it's showing that there's no chat available. Can we go to the be right back screen really quick? We will set this up really quick and we will be right back. second giveaway for the evening, and the code for this giveaway will be Akada. So make sure to type that in the chat really, really quick. It is Akada, and I am going to do one thing really quick. I'm going to make this a small a so that there is no problem with capitalization. And with that being said, let me also tell you this giveaway is being hosted on YouTube on Akada's channel themselves. So if you are on Bunny's channel, make sure to type exclamation mark giveaway. It will give you the link of Akada's channel. Head over to YouTube, type in the code, and you'll be all set to go. All right, this again, there is a 2 minute delay, so we are going to talk about the previous game while we give you guys time to enter the giveaway. So, Wolf, I think this should be a really good time again to talk about the previous game, the previous plays that we saw. And you were talking about Team and Elytras, right? Not being together.
Yeah, yeah, they seem to be like moving away from each other. Maybe they were over jealous. Maybe they were overwhelmed by
Mm-hmm.
Team One HP's attack on them, and they kind of like crumbled under the pressure. They were getting attacked from all sides. They couldn't like
Mm-hmm.
stick together and come up with a gameplay like one of those teams did. Like earlier in the game, we
Yep.
saw one of the teammates show up from the front and the other two from the back, and they
Mm-hmm.
totally outflanked the other team, and they surrounded them and like demolished them. So
Yep.
that I would love to see more of those kind of strategies in the game, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Yep, I would love to see them as well. And the confidence that a team Varun showed, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the team Varun again, but it was
No,
actually
but
something
they are
crazy.
our champions. They deserve all the praise.
Definitely. Because right off the bat, we saw them land kind of separate from the others and get really good loot off the bat as well. So RNG was in their favor as well. But as soon as they saw the first team, they just went crazy. We
Oh,
saw them launch towards the first team. We saw them
they
took
they
down with
have the
ease.
confidence.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They
they have
definitely
the
do.
confidence from all that loot which they kind of like gain in the first part of the game. And
Hmm.
I think that might be the best strategy so far. We've seen a lot of different strategies throughout the game, but dropping in secluded, getting in good loot, and then just moving in and surprising your opponents from the back. That seems
Yep.
to be the winning strategy so far.
Yep. I mean, in Apex, that's all there is, right? Surprising your teammate, catching them off guard, taking the high ground as the advantage, and playing as a team. That's the main components of winning a fight. That's the main things you have to take care of. And Team Varun surprisingly did all of those.
Well, what we have to see in round three,
Mm-hmm.
my fellow caster,
Mm-hmm.
is if Team Varun can come back and repeat what they did and put a major gap between them and the other teams, or
Yep.
will one of the favorites going into the next round, you know,
Mm-hmm.
still, I mean, since Team Elytras won the first game and Team 1 HP came in second, and then we
Yep.
have the top three from this game as well, you know, these
Yep.
are the teams that if any one of them wins the next round, they would put a significant point barrier between them and the other teams.
True. And also add on to what you just said. Uh, All right, guys. Just a quick reminder once again: the giveaway that is happening right now, it's on Akada's channel. You'll have to come over to YouTube to Akada stream to enter the giveaway. If you're on Bunny stream, like we did the last giveaway, it's not going to work. You'll have to come onto the YouTube channel of Akada, the live stream that is happening right now, right? And come there, put in the code Akada, and you'll be all set to go. All right. Just had to remind all of you that really quick. And also, like I was saying, Sam, sorry,
Yeah,
Wolf,
yeah.
adding on to what you said earlier, right? And there is also one other key component on coming top of the leaderboards, that is the kills. So I think since Varun got so many kills during the game, they might
Mhm.
actually be currently higher than Eltras right now. So we'll have to see if they are, because leaderboards will be updated very soon. As soon as this giveaway is over, I think we will be able to see them.
Well,
So mhm,
Team Varun had like 0 points in the first game.
true, they did.
So right now they're probably sitting at 36 points, if I'm not wrong. I might have to eat my words, but
I mean, it could
there's
be higher because in round one, Eltras had only like couple of kills. Didn't had too many kills as far as I can remember. Also, they got the win.
uh
So
oh yeah,
compared to
yeah.
Team Varun, they had way more kills.
and the kills add up to the overall score, don't they?
True, true, true.
So, so yeah, we're winning on for the scoreboard
Hmm.
for round number two,
Yeah.
and we're
And
waiting to see
we
if our anticipations are going to be true.
Yep. And before we go on to the third game for the evening, we do have to announce the winner for this giveaway right now. And I think let's do that. What do you say? We already have 100 eligible users entered into the
All
giveaway.
right, let's see all 100 of you type in that special keyword,
Akada.
and
Yep.
let's see who wins. These are higher
Yep.
odds than the game itself.
Hmm. All right. So the let's announce the winner. Let's go ahead. Wolf, should we go for it?
Oh yeah, do you have them?
All right. So the winner of the second giveaway for the evening for Arcade Predator Season 1, hosted by Akada, IGZ, and Enterar, is on the count of three, two, one.
One, two,
It
three.
Rayank Singh, congratulations, brother. You just won the giveaway for actually a prize of your choosing. It can be a battle pass, it can be Valorant points, it can be Apex points. It's all up to you. Just let us know your social or something we can contact you by in the chat. And congratulations again.
Our lucky winner, Ryan Singh.
Yep.
And I'd like to thank our sponsors once again for making it
Hmm.
possible for us to have these giveaways.
Hmm.
Entrar Esports,
Hmm.
IGZ,
Yep.
and Arcade Predators.
And also, not to forget, Akada as well.
Oh yeah, Akada
Yep.
as well.
Yep, yep, yep. And with that being said, we're just gonna wait for Riyank to give us his social so we can contact him. And meanwhile, can we look at the leaderboards really quick? Are the leaderboards ready? All right, so we have just received an update that as soon as this giveaway is over, we are going to take a small break and then we are going to come back and see the leaderboards, have a quick look on it. And for now, we're just waiting for Riyank to give us his socials. And meanwhile, also let in the chat, let me know if you are having fun right now or not. If you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the games, and just let us know in the chat because we are reading the chat as we go. All right, Wolf. Let's talk
Yep.
about the previous game a little more, right? Because we have this time. Uh, and what team has we not talked about yet? Looking at the
Well, we
top
have a
five.
bunch of teams we haven't talked about.
Hmm.
Uh, we haven't talked about Mad Lads, right? We haven't
Hmm.
talked about uh, D2 Tryhards. There are a
Hmm.
bunch of teams over here. And given the last game, we hadn't talked about Team Varun, and they seem to come up in
Yep,
the second round and just win the whole damn thing.
true.
So it is quite understated how important each of these teams are, and they might like just come up and surprise us.
Definitely, because there are so many teams we didn't even get to spectate yet. I think because I
Yep.
haven't seen a high Shin unit or Espada Warriors. Right, these
Or
names are
solo
still
or solo goats or Alchemist Esports or
solo goats were
Rebels.
actually the top three from the last game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting confused maybe. But
It's all good.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, that's because it's such a fast game. It's
True,
like,
true, true.
yeah,
It's really
I
hard to
mean,
keep up.
it's hard to even tell who's dying. We have to keep a very sharp eye.
Yep.
And that is one of the things that distinguishes the players of this game from like
Mm-hmm.
players of many other games. This is a
Yep.
fast-paced game. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to have fast reflexes. And people
Mm-hmm.
like me who don't have that, we're better off playing strategy games.
Definitely, that
Yeah.
is true. And as we can see, Riyank has shared his socials with us. Let me just copy that really quick and send it over the team. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. And thank you so much, all of you, for participating in the giveaway. With that being said, we will be taking a small break and we'll be right back. I think they haven't sent. All right. Or all right, guys, we are back, and the scoreboards are live as well. Let's take a quick look over them. And as we can see on the top right now, we have Eltras.
Still leading the whole squad,
Mm-hmm,
still still leaving the field.
mm-hmm,
Team Elytras, and it's quite surprising for me. Team Varun is at number 4 with 31 points.
mm-hmm.
It seems to me that Team Elytras received like 5 points for each of their kills, I'm guessing, or they did quite
True,
well. They're like leading Team Varun, the winner of the last game, by 5 points. Uh,
definitely. I'm just opening the previous leaderboard as well so I can get like the real time update of how many points have increased for all of them. And all right, I have them open now. So for the top, yeah, the Eltras has only gained like 5 points in the previous match, whereas Varun, who was sitting at 0 points in the last game, last to last game, in the first game, I mean, in the second game, they just completely popped off and got 31 points in single game.
but Team Elytras did enough damage to still stay
Hmm.
on the top. That is quite surprising.
Yep,
And that changes things going into the third round. As far as
definitely.
we are coming out from the first round, we have Team Elytras on top, Team
Hmm.
Heartstrike being on second, Team 1
Hmm.
HP as the third with 31 points, Team
Hmm.
Varun tying with them on number 4 with 31 points.
Yep.
Team Solo Goats, the dark horse from the last game, they were giving the top two quite a lot of fight in the second game, uh,
Yep.
and we
Excuse
have
me. And yep, and we'll have to see who goes on the top. And also another thing to notice is Hardstuck with their gameplay, with their consistent gameplay, they were able to maintain their position of top three. Where even Eltras, even though they didn't win the last game and died before the top three, even they are still in the top three. So so far, I mean, top number one. So we'll have to see what happens in the third game, and will Team Varun be able to get that top one, because they are only 10 points away now compared to earlier where there was a 36 points difference. And for the teams who are still below top 10, I think it's going to be really hard for them to make a comeback in just one round.
Well, exactly. This is the importance of winning the first game and
Hmm.
then even winning the second game. The as we go from round to round, I feel like those who play better consistently overall, it might
Hmm.
even be surprising to you if I reckon if a team comes in the top three
Hmm.
consistently in every game, they might
Yep.
take the lead without winning a single game. Because that's how the scores would add up. The kills, they matter a lot. For every kill, you get 1 point each. So the
Yep.
teams with the most kills are definitely going to dominate, and every win will
Hmm.
also matter because it gives you a huge amount of points.
Yep. And the kills are definitely going to be a huge thing. And uh wait, did I just choose something? I think it is time that we move on to the game for the third game. uh I think the lobbies are ready, so let's head over to that really quick. All right. Before we start, Sam,
Yep.
oh sorry, Wolf. Actually, I would like to
Yep.
ask, which teams are you rooting for this round?
Dude, there are so many good teams to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if Team Elytras has shown up uh, in the top five consistently for the last two games,
Mm-hmm.
they, I mean, in my opinion, the top five are like any one of them can win. But in my opinion, if I was going for a safe bet, Team Elytras
Mm-hmm.
would be my safe bet. But if I was going for a feel good team, I would vote for Team Varun because they've come from being on the 17th place in the first game with zero
Yep.
points to
Mm-hmm.
coming in so high in the second game and winning the whole thing.
Yep.
And if they continue to play this way, we might have a rags to riches story with the points, with Team Varun taking in the whole game when we're done with all the rounds.
Definitely, and we can see all the players are already ready, and they are already choosing their player that they are going to play. And like I said earlier, we can see a lot of Gibraltars. We can even see a lot of
I've seen a lot of bloodhounds running around.
Bloodhounds, yep.
A lot of
Like,
bloodhounds. They seem to be
mhm,
the second favorite in my opinion, and
definitely.
um, quite rightfully so. It's one of my favorite characters in the Apex
Hmm.
game.
Yep.
Uh, like I'm a guy who plays a lot of Assassin's Creed in my free time, and
Hmm.
I've just started getting into Apex. And for me, Bloodhound is the most relatable because the powers that he has, or she has rather, because Bloodhound is a
Hmm.
girl. If you guys didn't know,
Oh,
it's
interesting.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Bloodhound is a girl. If you didn't know, and she's a Nordic girl, and she takes
Uh-huh.
up the mantle of her ancestors and becomes one of the best hunters the world's ever seen. And
Nice.
and her power, the beast of the hunt, is basically when the screen goes all black and white, and it
Hmm.
reminds me of Eagle Vision in Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
Once it goes black and white in Assassin's Creed, all your enemies get marked on the map, and you know where they are, and that is
Hmm.
exactly what Beast of the Hunt does for you. In
Exactly.
Apex Legends.
I, I could not have explained it myself better. That is a really good explanation, I must say, and I'm glad one of us did some research before this game started. And coming back to this game, we have Espada Warriors, the team I was talking about that we haven't seen anywhere on screen so far, is finally in a fight, and it's an off-spawn fight, and they are very scuffed. Two of the players are already down, and last one is alive. He does not have ammo in his weapon. He's going for the punches, but will he be able to survive? He won't. That is very unfortunate. Espada Gaming is officially out of the tournament. It was the
Oh,
third game, and
there
it
seems to
really
be
sucks.
some technical
Mhm.
issues on my end. I can't see the stream.
You cannot join the stream.
I'm on Sid's Pano,
Uh-huh. I can do
and
one thing. I can restream from my side. Let's see if that works. All right, let's
okay.
see if that will give do it. I think the screen might be a little
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
smaller.
No, 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 but it's better. At least I can see the game. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And yeah, and
A-
I'm so
All
glad to be
right.
back, you
Mm-hmm.
guys.
Definitely. And we are currently spectating Team 1 HP, and they seem to be in a fight. There is a team in their building, and they seem to be have a high ground. But this high ground is currently of no use because the entire team is inside a cover,
Yep.
and it seems to be Team Vendetta that is fighting Team 1 HP. We'll have to see who will come on top of this fight. Team 1
Oh,
HP has taken down two players already from the opponent.
and he's bleeding out. Gibraltar's bleeding out.
Oh, Team 1 HP just showing how powerful they
Team,
are. How. Mhm.
team 1 HP finishing a whole team right there. One of the
Yup.
recurring teams I've seen in this game is
Uh huh.
that the use of Gibraltar with his shield. Everybody takes knows how to take advantage of that shield. It's very important to like stay inside it. But one of the
Mhm.
strategies might be to just like pop in and throw a grenade in there, blast the whole
True.
team off.
Yeah, even if not a grenade, you can even throw a smoke to bait them out. And that's exactly what's happening here. A smoke is out that will blind the vision of the opponents
And now they all
to
have
some
to hide
extent.
and like be
True.
careful because the smoke provides a lot of smoke to the attackers. And
True.
here we can see this team G2 try hard pushing in.
Hmm. Also, Team Rebels spectating right now. Two players from the team is down, and sorry, one player, and he was finished, so he couldn't get even revive either. So that's unfortunate for the team, and they're still currently in a fight. Kamita taking a lot of damage will go down.
Oh, team try hard, trying really hard, but couldn't keep Campina from going down.
Definitely, and it seems like they are trying to kill the
And
last
that's
guy,
the
and the team
whole
has gone
team.
down.
And
Yep.
that's the whole team. That's unfortunate for.
Hmm.
And here we have Rebel and Alchemist. Team Alchemist engaged in a fight.
Hmm. They are trying their best to stay alive. Unfortunately, oh, coming to 1 HP now. One of their teammates is already down, and Crips not looking good on health either. He has to disengage and go for health, or maybe go to his teammate and give him a hand.
Well, his teammate is already gone.
Hmm.
I reckon now that's like 2-on-3, or should I say 2-on-30? Because
True. Yeah, there are still 32 players alive. Half of the lobby is already dead, and we are barely into the third game.
it's
I mean,
been a
the
few
first,
minutes. It's
the
rapid.
first round hasn't even closed yet. The first circle.
Well, this is natural selection at its best. The weak die off and the strong,
Survive
they
and
survive.
thrive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't reproduce in Apex, so Darwinism doesn't work. You know.
All
But
right.
somehow we have 33 players. Seems like somebody got revived.
Yep. And currently we're spectating Team 1 HP, and they have the card for their teammates. So I believe we did see them going for a launch right before we switched to goats. So maybe they're going for a revive for their own teammates. So pretty soon there might be 34 players alive on the map. Currently we're watching solo queue goats, and they
And
did spot someone in the air flying around them, or was it a ship? Not quite sure.
the gameplay is irritatingly fast.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have the Templar order over here trying to revive, and now we have Team
Oh,
Heartstruck.
yep.
Team Heartstruck engaging in battle.
Yep, and they're absolutely going crazy on their opponents. Two of the players are already down, if I'm not wrong. And we see Team Varun for the first time in their entire game
And Team Varun
for this
dominating
round.
as
Yep.
always, getting into the fight. These guys don't back out, don't back down from anybody, right?
True. And this might actually be one of the craziest plays, because I believe this is Team Hardship versus Team Varun, if I'm not wrong.
And Team Varun laying in the fire.
Mhm.
Can we see Team Heartstruck? I'd love to
Oh,
see it from
look
the
at the
other
damage
perspective.
just going in. Yep, it was hard stuck. And
Team
one of the
Heartstruck
players.
loses one player. The Jibby is down. And given how important Gibraltar is in this game,
True.
yeah,
It's actually
defensive
very hard.
units in this game are underrated.
True.
Same with the
And
medics.
looking at what Hardstuck is doing, I think they're just abandoning their teammate. I mean, they didn't take his card. He's already down. And they're just dipping out of this fight. See, at the beginning of the game, I told you, right? There's always one team that the entire map is scared of. And I think this time it might be Team Varun, because as soon as they
They are
saw
aggressive,
Team Hardstuck just dipped, they just flew out of that entire situation.
and that might be the wise thing to do.
True. Definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Given how aggressive Team Varun is,
Mhm.
Team Varun is like a raging hungry lion. That's just like,
Mm,
and you don't engage a lion right away, right from the front, because you can't attack it.
true.
Yeah, so you try to hide it, try to like outflank them, come from the back, and you know,
Mhm.
bang them. So that's what you do.
Peacekeeper here.
Yep. And a while ago, we were talking about how there's only 33 players left, and now we are down to 28, and only 10 teams alive, down from 12. So this game is going way faster than I imagined. And just we were
We
talking
have
about
Team
teams going
Elite
down.
Trust, the leader, Team
Uh-huh.
Elite Trust, and we have Jibby healing himself over there.
Ah. Yep, he's
Flexer,
going in, and like I was saying, there's only now 9 teams left, only 25 players alive on the map.
Hostile close.
9 squads.
Uh-huh.
And North from Team Varun, we have his perspective over here, and he seems to be the favorite from the last game. This is the guy for Team Varun that laid out the most damage in the last game, in my opinion.
Yeah,
He
we
was
don't have any
aggressive.
hard stats yet, but from what we saw, that is
Yeah,
exactly what I think as well. North was like going crazy with the shotguns,
dude,
and
he
Mhm.
went crazy with the shotguns, and he was the one who was actively searching out opponents just to like put them in their graves.
true.
Team 1
All,
HP.
yep. I was actually
Uh,
going to say, because I think I did see that they are the team leaders, or sorry, kill leaders right now for this game, and
oh, well,
I'm like,
and that's a big upset. Xerox goes early in this game. Xerox being one of the most dominant players from the first game.
it's
What?
not just Xerox right now; it's the entire team 1 HP who went down.
That is insane. And
Very unexpected.
who were they fighting? They were fighting Team Varun.
I think it was Team Ryu Esports, if I'm not wrong. I couldn't
Ryu
get.
Esports, putting them in a
Yep.
grave.
Oh, it was Team Ryu Esports taking down the MVPs from the first two games. Team 1 HP. I did not see that coming. Coming to
Well,
solo queue codes now. They.
As I said,
Uh-huh.
Team Ryu Esports making noise in the third round, in which, I mean, the first two games they weren't seen much of, but in this game they're coming in and making sound for their own, you know.
True, true, true. They were just warming up, taking taking their time to warm up.
And we have Team Solo Q Goats over here. Pardon me, guys, for forgetting your names last time, but I can see you perform right now. Team Solo Q Goats making some noise, fighting the enemy right now.
Yep, and don't forget the top three teams from the last time. I think it was Team Elytras, Team Varun, and Team Heartstruck. And all of those so far are still alive. Heartstruck had one of their players down, so I'm not really sure if he got the revive on them or not. But yeah, Varun, as we can see, Team Varun is still alive and
Team
they're doing
Varun
really
is
good.
strong. They all have good armors. They all have good guns. And we have Ryu Esports steadily healing himself.
Oh, a fight has broken down between solo queue goats and one of the player is already down. The other two of the players are already down, and one of them is already
Oh.
finished.
Already dead. And Pranjal is the only one remaining. Pranjal taking fire. Pranjal taking fire on all sides. And there goes Team Solo Q.
Yep, that was very unexpected. This team, I think it was Team Elytras.
Team Elytras taking in all the spoils from Team Solo Q, robbing all their boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah. that's
And
what
we are
happens
down to
when a man
now-
dies. What's in a-
definitely.
Goes-
I was actually going
goes
to say
into a
that we are
box.
only down to five teams now, and I think all of the top three teams are still alive.
Well,
If I'm not wrong.
we have a new top 5 team, Team Alchemist, that we're looking at right now. Ace Instincts, but both his teammates are gone, and Team Varun loses the teammate. This is a very competitive game, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
it's actually going crazy. And not to mention, this is only third zone so far.
Team
that is
Elytras
started.
with all 3 members playing it safe. This might be the reason why Team Elytras keeps leading the games. They have experience. They know when to engage and when not to engage. And
Definitely.
because of that, they won the first game, and they might not have won the second game, but they still had enough points to lead. It's because they know how to take kills and they know how to stay alive, you know, for the
Yep.
most of the game. But Team Varun trying to prove us wrong.
Making contact with the enemy.
All right.
Insane gameplay. We are down to 5 squads with 12 players.
You know,
And
there
we're
was
looking
no
at
way
Team
I could
Varun.
have. Yep. There was no way I could have expected this game going that fast.
Team Varun, surprising me, they have all 3 teammates this far in the game. And that's quite unexpected. I would reckon to see a lot of half teams or quarter teams at this point, where you have only 1 or 2 members left, and Team Varun managing to keep all 3 of their members. Team Alchemist, one of those teams that lost 2 members out of 3, with
Oh,
Ace
did they
Instinct
survive?
being the sole survivor. Can Ace? Oh, it's Steel Alchemist.
Yeah, but they just got a respawn, and Instinct has to stay alive for a while till the teammates are respawned. Because if he dies before that, I don't think teammates will be respawned. But he was able to stay
But he's getting
alive for long
attacked at
enough.
this point, and he's done.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Well,
That is
this is what you
unfortunate.
get for betting on a dark horse. You know,
Yup.
Instinct. Last member of that team died, and that.
No, but I
wraps
think he
it up.
died. He had enough time to get his teammates up. So both of his teammates are still alive. I don't know if they have weapons or not, if they had enough time to loot. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure they wouldn't because it's the last zone, the fourth zone is going to
yeah.
start any moment.
But
So
talking about teams that are doing
mhm,
well in contrast to teams that are just trying to survive, Team
mhm.
Varun seems to be extremely dominant at this point.
Yep.
Team
Team Varun.
Varun is
Mhm.
really starting to become my overall favorite in terms of, I would bet on nobody other than Team Varun. And if it keeps going this way,
Mhm. Yep, this might actually be their game as well because look at how many kills they have. Look at they are in a top four situation as well. So in terms of placement points, in terms of kills, they are doing good on both of them. And if
Let's see
Team
position here.
Eltras is still alive,
yeah.
I think it could be anyone's game.
Well, Mad Lads and Varun seem to have
Engaging
all
there.
their members. That's
Mhm.
six, and we only have nine. So, given between the next two teams, one of them is really low on partners, if you know what I mean.
Let's check
Yep,
out this way.
someone is definitely and like you were talking, Eltras only has one player left in their team.
But it's Flexner
Uh huh.
and Flexer. Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen this guy play quite well in the last two games,
Oh, we have another team going down.
and that was which team?
I couldn't get the name of them, but it happened so quick. We could only see them for
this
like a
this
second.
game, lightning quick. It really makes me
Care
respect
package over here.
all of these players that are showing up to play this tournament
What do you
today.
think is over here?
True.
It is I can't state enough how much skill it takes to be good at a game like this and to show up for a
Hmm.
tournament like this.
Yep.
And
And mm-hmm.
especially showing up in the last five of any of the rounds, it takes real skill to be top five.
True. That is very true. I couldn't agree more. And Wolf, I think we have the top three teams for the third game already. It is Team Eltras with only one player alive. It's Team Varun with all three players from their team alive. And the last team is Lord, if I'm not wrong, with only two players alive. So it's a 3v2v1 situation, and we'll have to see who's going to
And
take home
Team
the victory.
Varun really becoming the favorite to win this game right now. Team Varun,
Mhm.
two players have complete level 4 armors. And Anirudh right here engaging in battle. He's the weak one in this game. I mean, in
Mhm.
this team. And that is insane to say in a team. I mean, the guy has the level 3 armor and good guns, and he's putting in a lot of fire down, but he's bleeding out right now.
Let's
That's
check
what
out
I'm
this way.
saying.
Yep. Oof, this is getting really exciting. We are down to top two situation now. Four players alive on the map. It's 3v1. Will
And
Flexer be
Elytras,
able to clutch this one up?
it's Elytras versus Varun.
Team Varun, the OP teams from both sides from
This
both
is this is
previous
the
two
top
games.
two dogs. This is the big lions trying to take over the herd, and Team One kills them, destroys them. Round
Gets home the
three.
victory.
It was make and
Uh-huh.
break for Team Elitras or Team Varun, and Team Varun
Next champions.
Uh-huh.
placing their name firmly into the race and getting a substantial lead on their enemies.
Definitely. And I don't think I need the leaderboards to know who is going to win this one, but I'm still going to wait for it. I'm still going to wait for the leaderboards to give the final verdict or who won the entire thing.
The
And
craziest thing is they managed
mhm,
to have all three of their teammates
yep, that is actually
while
crazy.
winning it.
This just shows how much coordination, how much uh, good IGLing the IGL must have done, right?
Yeah, this is dominant show by Team Varun, and
Hmm.
now I'm really excited to see leaderboards, which will be with us shortly. But that was a
Yep,
really gameplay. That's got me jumping out of my seat, man.
definitely.
Hmm.
And I think this is time to go for the giveaway, the third and the final giveaway for the evening, which is again on Bunny's channel. So make sure to come over to Twitch. Again, if you are on Akada's channel on YouTube, make sure to type exclamation mark giveaway in your chat. You'll get a link for a Twitch stream. Click on that, go over to Bunny's stream, and make sure to write the code IGZ. That is
And
for
I
this giveaway.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'd definitely like to thank our sponsors for the giveaway,
Mm-hmm.
Akada,
Mm-hmm.
and just for making this such a special tournament with giveaways,
True.
and not to undermine our sponsors for the prize money. and
Yep.
Rare and Akada. And
Yep.
the prize money is hefty sum of 12,000 rupees for the first player winners of the whole tournament, you know.
Damn.
And I don't know about you, but for me, that's a whole month of like protein shakes and energy drinks and,
Yep.
all the good stuff which I like.
Yep.
So,
So
also,
we'll have to
yep,
see who's going to take home this victory prize. But so far, I think we can leave it to the leaderboards when we get them and focus on the giveaway right now. Again, like you thank the sponsor, and I would also like to thank EA for providing all the codes for all the customs today. Without them helping us out, we wouldn't be able to do this entertaining, this awesome Apex
yep.
tournament.
Thank you, Electronic Arts.
Hmm.
One of my favorite companies, man.
Definitely. I mean, they produce the wonderful games,
Dude,
and now they're helping us
not
with the
just for
code.
the lobby. I would like to thank Electronic Arts for my childhood, for the games and the movies and
Yep.
everything. Like,
True.
thank you so much for being a part of our
Uh-huh.
lives.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I think the code should be live on your stream right now. If it's not, let me remind it again. The code is IGZ. That's the word you have to write in the chat. And all right, we have the code in the chat as well. I was actually going to say, can we get the code in the chat? But we do now. Nice. IGZ is the code word. Let me see that spam in the
Well,
chats to enter.
I would reckon Elytras and Varun are quite high on our leaderboards for the next
Hmm.
round. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, so it's fun to speculate about what the scoreboard is going to look like. But I reckon
Mm,
hard sport is going to be quite high up there as well.
yep. And I'm actually really excited for the leaderboards because I think we all know who won this tournament, but I'm still waiting. I don't wanna make any wrong guesses just in case I'm wrong.
Yeah,
We
but
can.
pardon me, I said hard sport. It's hard
Uh-huh.
struck 04.
Hard check. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
hard struck. They they've been in the top five, and I reckon the top three, if I'm not mistaken, for the last three
Hmm.
games. They might not
Yep.
have won any of the games, but
Hmm.
a consistent effort where they've shown up for the top three, in my opinion, it could mean a lot if they're not gonna topple Elytras. I mean,
Hmm.
Elytras was second in this game. It was first in the
Yep.
first game, and then it was top five in the second game. They might
Hmm.
still be leading if I'm not wrong, but Heartstruck might be quite high up there. I feel like they might surprise us.
I think if they're not top three, they have to be at least top five because they can't be below it. There's no way.
Exactly.
All right. So again, guys, the code is IGZ. Make sure to put it in the chat. And people who are over YouTube watching the stream on Akada's channel, make sure to type exclamation mark giveaway in your chat so you can get a link for Bunny stream that is happening on Twitch right now. And go over there, type in the chat IGZ, and you can enter the giveaway. That's how easy it is.
And while
With
you're over there,
Mhm.
give it a follow as well.
Yep.
Bang on Twitch.
Hmm. Definitely. And we are going to give you some time to enter the giveaway because of the delay. All right. So we are going to give you a minute or two. And then we are going for the roll. And meanwhile, I think this is the perfect time again to talk about the previous game, right?
And the
Wolf.
previous game, I can't get my mind over all three of them. They were, first of all, this is a very fast-paced game. The
True.
contest is just like insane. It's hard to keep your eyes on. One moment you're looking at one guy and he's taking heavy fire
Hmm.
and he dies, and next moment you turn around and someone else, and it's it's like the first 10 minutes of this game, people are dropping off left and right,
That
and
is
that's
true.
because of these lead gamers, these the alphas of this pack of players right now,
Hmm.
Varun and Elytras and Heartsport and 1 HP.
Yep.
These are the guys to look out for.
Definitely.
I reckon even after a tournament is done, these guys should link up and play against each other. That way we'll have like a strong field of players. You know what I mean? They're all good.
Definitely.
They're all insane.
especially considering how small the Apex community is in India. It would be really good. I actually reckon. I think these guys already know each other. I think because they have. I've seen them. Most of these guys play Akada customs before,
Yeah,
right? The Apex customs that Akada hosts,
yeah.
and so I know a lot of these people from there. So I'm pretty sure they all know each other. And if they don't, they should definitely meet up. And I actually want to talk about a specific play that we might have missed in the
Hmm.
last game,
Hmm.
right? Kind of overlooked. The
Yeah,
team Alchemist, right, in the top five situation, I think it was, they went for a revive, and his teammate was able to get the revive off. His both of his teammates revived, right?
yeah,
Rebooted,
yeah, yeah,
but doing so, it got him killed.
yeah.
And
Well,
I
but
don't. Mhm,
I mean, I would pray for every one of these guys to have a
mhm,
teammate like that that is so
mhm,
loyal to the cause. But
mhm.
in my opinion, you also gotta pull your weight, man. Like if the two of you
Definitely.
go down in
Mhm.
the middle of a fight and all of you are flanked by the enemy, then
True.
I mean you can't ask one guy to do everything. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I feel like every team needs that mixture of individuals where one of them is the aggressive type, while the other two maybe they play it safe, you know,
Yep.
or maybe two
Yep.
of them are aggressive, one of them plays really safe, you know.
Mhm.
But like you can't have majority of your team trying to attack recklessly.
Mhm. Yeah, that is very true. So you need a three players, a composition, one including the IGL who's telling everyone what to do, right? Then making
Yeah,
sure the team doesn't go too far away from each other. The
yeah,
one who's just cracked out of his mind and just shooting everyone he sees, right? That guy only has to do one job:
yeah,
fight.
that is his job to put fear in the enemy.
Uh huh.
The
And if I'm not wrong, that was North from Team Varun, right?
Yeah,
That
dude, that
guy with a shotgun and Gibraltar plays are too good.
Team Varun's North has been dominating the field for the last two games.
Mhm.
I don't know if he was on a smoke break or he was like eating a pizza or something in the first
For
game.
the
But
first game, yeah.
dude showed up in the second game and he's been killing foes for straight for like two rounds. You know,
Hmm.
and I
Yep.
I reckon like if there was something called an MVP for this game, North
Hmm.
would be taking MVP at this point
Definitely.
after three rounds.
Yep. And I think we have waited long enough, Wolf. And I think this is time that we roll the giveaway and announce the winner for the third giveaway. What do you say? Should we go ahead?
Well, let's get ready to rumble.
All right. So the winner for the third giveaway for the evening for Arcade Predator Season 1 is going to be on the count of three,
Three,
two,
two, one.
one.
Let's go.
And the winner is Epic Apple. Congratulations, brother. You just
Congratulations,
won the
buddy.
giveaway. Uh-huh. So let us know your social in the chat and we will contact you as soon as possible. Also, let me see some W's as well. Congratulations, brother.
Let's go. This is
Hmm.
awesome.
I can see already so many W's going on. That's what I like to see, the community coming together, to support other players as well,
Yep,
other winners for the giveaway.
yep. And this is the first of many competitions we're gonna have, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, those who didn't win this game, this
Hmm.
giveaway, you can always
Hmm.
expect more in the future. Just stay tuned.
Definitely.
Just stay tuned with Akada, with Entreri Sports, with IGZ,
Hmm.
and of course with Panimao. So
Yep. And we're just gonna wait for him to give us socials so we can contact him. We have a way to contact him, and then we are going to take a small break, and then we are going to take a quick look at the leaderboards and find out who is going to be the winner for today's all three customs. I'm really excited for that, Wolf. I'm really
yeah,
excited.
so am I, but
And we should have the socials any moment now. Oh, there we have it. There we go. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in for this giveaway. We will take a small break and we will be right back.
once again, congratulations to Epic Apple Woo.
Yep, that's
I
a weird thing that they add in the end of the name.
my bad. I'm kind of weird.
Nah, it's good. It's good. It is actually pronounced like that. Ooh, I think.
Uh, Look, if I get it wrong, just feel free to like let me know. Right?
Yep. All right.
IG
I think with
Epic
uh-huh.
Apple. Well, that's what he is. He's an epic apple. He's better than all the other apples. So, congratulations, Lord
Yep,
Apple.
definitely. All right. I think Wolf, this is time that we go take a little break, and we will be
Well,
back with the leaderboards.
thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we are back and we are being joined by none other than Gypsy himself from IGZ for a quick giveaway. Sorry, for a quick interview. I'm sorry for saying giveaway right there. And we are going to ask him a few questions, have a few, a little talk with him. So let's head over to that really quick.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Gypsy. So first of all, welcome. And
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for IGZ for sponsoring the entire production of Arcade Predator Season 1. It was a huge blessing for us.
It was our pleasure. It was our pleasure to work with Bunny and to
Uh-huh.
actually see the Apex community. This is kind of our first event which we
Mm-hmm.
like have ventured into Apex. So it was also a
Mm-hmm.
pleasure for us to to see the community and what the response is. We are kind of very scared and happy at the same time. Like first
Mm-hmm.
time going into Apex without any
Mm-hmm.
studies and all. Just
Mhm.
like Bunny came to us, she asked if she loved our Conqueror's production, and she was like, I would love to have you guys on board. So we were like, okay, let's do it. There's no harm in actually doing a community event again, because that's what we love to do. So yes,
Mhm.
so it was our pleasure, completely our pleasure to be on this.
Well, thank you so much. None of this would have been possible without you guys,
Thank you.
IGZ and Gypsy.
Hey, I said, hi Sam.
Hi. And I'm waiting for my fellow caster Sancho over here. He seems to be having some technical difficulty. Can you see him?
Hmm. Nope, can't,
Sancho, are you there?
Mr. Sanchu.
We seem to be having an issue
Hmm.
with Sancho with us, but I can't thank you enough for sponsoring this tournament. And first of all, I'd like to start off with the bat with a question about the tournament. You've
Yes,
seen
sir.
this contest. It's had quite the fast gameplay, and it's been a riveting and
Oh,
exciting conflict between
me,
all of these gamers. So,
me and
what?
Bubbly, like, Bubbly is actually the owner of IGZ.
Yeah.
And so me and him used to love playing Apex at a certain time. Like we have played the game a lot.
Oh.
There was a lot of times when we used to discuss, "Okay, how can we do something for Apex?" At that time,
Huh.
unfortunately, Apex didn't have the custom rooms feature. It was all about, you go into the pubs, then we calculate and all the
Uh-huh.
number of kills you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have played the game a lot, loved it a
Mhm.
lot when we
Uh-huh.
used to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, the timing was just in that direction. We never got time, to study
It
about the
needed time.
community. Yeah,
Yeah.
we felt like there should be more esports kind of related features to be on board,
Uh-huh.
like for the game to
Yeah.
have, so that then
Yeah.
we can dive into it. So yeah, we're waiting, and
Well,
this was a
but you
perfect
waited your
opportunity.
time, and now we seem to be at that time where we're starting to see more of those esport aspects for this game.
Hmm.
And you seem to be one of those first companies that are bringing a tournament of this kind to, well, like one of the first, like in a way, like you guys are still pioneers, IGZ, sponsoring this tournament, right?
No, I
And
would
I
I
would,
would still give the credit to Akada and Rare and Bunny. To
yeah, yeah,
we see we just came up with whatever production expertise we had, brought
uh-huh,
that into this, because that's what Bunny loved most about
uh-huh,
our part in when we were doing TI Conquerors. Not to say that she didn't love our organizing part, but yeah,
yeah.
she sees herself a very
Oh,
good
she's crazy
organizer.
about you guys.
Thank you. So yeah, the thing was that I'll still give the credit to these guys for
Mhm.
managing this, for coming up with an event like this.
Uh-huh.
I really don't want to take any credits for this organizing or any managing part. Really, that
But
belongs completely to Bunny and her team.
that's
And
that's very sweet and big of you to say.
no, no,
I
it's
would
true.
like to
It's true.
specifically know. I'd like to specifically know, when you've seen this tournament today,
Yes, sir.
what was your opinion on the gameplay and the action, and what were your overall opinions on how the
The game still
tournament
hasn't
was?
changed from the third party concept that we used
Yeah,
to have. That
but the action
I
that we had today.
the action again. This I felt the like as coming from a pub player, you may say the POV was there were more calculated fights, more tactical fights. Awareness is there like a more in these kind of games when you love to see as a neutral viewers
Mhm.
perspective.
Uh-huh.
These kind of players have been grinding this game professionally as well somewhere, and and have been having a lot of game sense as well as map awareness. So it kind of
Uh-huh.
shows when you see these fights, they're calculated
Yeah.
fights. They're not the pub fights that we used to be in. You just go
Yeah.
head on, don't think about any other party coming to you from your back or anything.
Uh-huh.
So these were very calculated fights, which I saw in the first two games. Third game, unfortunately, I was not able to see, but the first two games were
Yeah.
completely entertaining in the sense I loved the tactical awareness the players had.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's not just go dive right into a fight, also be aware of your positioning. You must have,
Exactly.
do you have a high ground? Do you don't have a high ground? So, like, first positioning and all came in. And then, apart from the gameplay, which I saw, which I was expecting from these kind of players, I was also thoroughly impressed by the castings also. I might say, because like we both know, you just get dropped into the plan like one day ago or
Mhm.
something, not prepared at all. So you're
Uh-huh.
all so I was impressed by the short time you had and like the job you did also. So
Yeah,
overall
that's
my
that.
experience was good.
I would like to say that's a testament to how much we love the game. Even though we've just seen it, it seems very exciting, very fast, and like it seems like a tough game to play.
Oh, it's
So
so
it's going to
fast.
take
Yeah, it's
noobs
very
like me a
fast.
while to like play with you guys. And more
With those
importantly than
guys,
that,
not
yeah,
us guys. I'm also a noob like you.
like
Maybe
all of you.
even below you in
Yeah.
that skill chart.
No, and more importantly than that, we love the guys that have like guys and gals that have helped us come together with this tournament. All
Mhm.
of you from the
Yeah.
production team to you guys sponsoring it.
I would like to
It's
thank the players also. Like
yeah, and
these
all
kind
of
of
the
events
players.
are also
It
happen
won't
because
be
of the
possible
community.
without the players.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
community when it comes together, that's the feeling we love all about.
Yeah.
The community coming together in
Yeah.
even if they're doing a small amount of work, that's some amount of work. So they help come build this kind of events, which I hope Bunny will organize in the future. But yeah, I'd like to thank the community as well for coming up, showing her all the support and the love she like because she
Well,
truly
you can
deserves.
bet on Bunny doing this kind of thing again, these kind of
Oh, I would love to
tournaments,
be a part.
you
We would
know.
love to be a
And
part.
all of you that enjoyed this, and all of you that took part in the giveaways, if you didn't win, show up next time. Sooner than later, one of you is definitely gonna, or more of you is gonna take that giveaway. And I would love to see more of you guys play for the next time. This time it seems like we're having an issue with our stream. I
Sancho.
still can't see Sancho.
Hmm.
Uh,
I mean,
I would love,
it must be a small hiccup. We
yeah.
obviously know how electricity in India works.
Okay. Hmm. Dude, we didn't talk about. I did my question. I didn't do Sansu's question because I was waiting for him.
Oh, you can shoot him. Like, you can shoot his questions.
Yeah, but we are not on air, I think.
Oh,
Can we go back on air? I'll just do his question, then we can go to the next guy. Okay, just one question.
sure.
Let's see.
Yes, sir. Sancho is here.
इतना लंबा नहीं करना है
अच्छा ठीक है भाई भाई मैं स्टॉल करता रह गया
Hi, Bunny.
मैं स्टॉल करता रह गया उसका क्वेश्चन पूछा ही नहीं मैंने
कौन सा
पहला क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा अपना वाला पूछा मैं डायरेक्टली टूर्नामेंट कैसे लगा क्योंकि वो
to Akada and Rare, by the
Are
way.
we alive? Hi guys, we are back and we are so sorry for that minor inconvenience. I hope that wasn't an issue. And we do have just Gypsy here with us from IGZ.
Yes.
So last time we got interrupted, so I want to thank again for joining us this evening and
Thank you, sir.
helping us with the production for the entire event. It helped us a lot. And with that being said, should we move on to the first question?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So I wanted to ask you to tell the chat about IGC a little.
IGZ, it's actually, it stands for Indian Gamers, Z. And actually, surprisingly, you might say I was not an initial part of it. It was
Oh.
something which actually, it was an initiative between Talk Esports and Harshit, which Bubbly Bhai, which as the chat knows him. So it was his thing, and they were going to give YouTube contents about the games that everyone plays and all and all. So what happened was that Harshit, at that time, PUBG was at its peak. Like everyone used to play, and we have a group of friends, and we actually kind of call it a family friends kind of things. We have Cryhards Discord community, so we used to play a lot together. And then Harshit came up with something. "Okay, why not we do something for the community of PUBG? Like I don't want to brag or like say good stuff about us, but at the time when we were coming as a community organizers, there was no good PUBG tournament happening. Like there were some flaws we used to hear from everyone, like Accelerate and every other player used to come to us and say, "Ki, this was wrong in this tournament, this was wrong in that tournament." And we also used to think, logically speaking, yes, these are all not the things like you all associate with esports tournaments. So when I used to do esports tournament in my college. So I bought, so me and Harshit collaborated together. Okay, let's start something like, we already have a friend called IGC. So it was me, him, Payne, and Whiskey. So we first started with the PUBG tournament, and we got actually a very good response from all the players. So we actually got serious about it, and then we came up with Champion Series. That was our
Nice.
first to like a big scale tournament with a prize pool of 60,000.
Damn.
So we did that, and then again the response was like such wholesome. So we thought of keeping it as series. So we did one more, but then like as time comes, we all got busy with our lives. Harshit had to do something related to his business, and then me too the same. So we took a break, kind of thing, a long break that I would say. And
Gotcha.
then, as you all know, Twitch India lately has been booming. The local pricing and for the bits as well as more payment options were added. So Twitch India as a community also grew, and it's still growing, and I hope it still grows. And unfortunately or fortunately, we are also living in COVID times. So we are doing some work from home, kind of relatively free as well.
True.
So we thought, we can kickstart it again, like whatever things, because we again thought we can help this community also bringing in more high production value tournaments and all. So we started again with TI Conquerors, which again the audience loved it. I mean, we were happy. We were very stressed, by the way, because this was a time we were coming back, relatively unknown, because we just known individually in the community, not as a whole, okay, because it was 2 years ago. So yeah, we relaunched the thing with Melon and Crackshot. I think Cracky would be in the chat. So yeah, we restarted IGZ with these two new recruitments. We are recruited more. People will know about our new recruits as well in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, we kickstarted it again, and hopefully we won't be gone for a long time.
Yep.
So yeah,
And I hope the same, yeah. And hearing about this, I'm really happy you were there for the PUBG community. Now you are here for the Apex community. So we, again, thank you for that as well. And
most welcome.
moving on to the second question, I wanted to ask you, how was your experience today with this tournament?
Oh, like I answered Sam the same thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was earlier thought that I'm just going to be in the capacity with production and all help buddy with the screens, all the production quality. Then I'll just be a neutral spectator, just watch, enjoy the games. So I was watching the first two games, and like I said, as a neutral, like a viewer, the games were very fun to watch. See, I played Apex a lot, but those pub experiences, these are kind of the games I saw like a tactical approach was there. The positioning was taken into account by the players when taking fights, which fight to take, which fight to back out. So I love those kind of things. Okay, tactical awareness and all to see how players are making decisions. That as a whole was like I enjoyed it thoroughly. Was kind of sad here and there. I wasn't given any giveaway like I was promised as payment, but okay. I think that is something I'll take back end with Bunny. But yeah, as a natural neutral perspective, I enjoyed all the games that I watched because I miss playing this game. But there's no time, unfortunately, that I can play each and every game that I have. But
Yep.
yeah, Apex has always been kind of for me and Bubbly a very natural battle royale game that we used to just play in just to have fun and just come out from all the stress we had. So yeah, it was fun watching it again.
Well, thank you so much for those kind words.
Yeah,
And
thank you very
uh,
much. It's
uh-huh.
really unfortunate that we couldn't let him give the giveaways,
I
but
was
we'll
promised.
definitely
I was
will.
promised two giveaways secretly, and we'll give
Uh-huh.
it to you for all the production we did. And then I saw like, okay, there's nothing happening. I'm like, chalo, ek aur
Oh,
jaga scammed, no issues.
so personally, if I would have known, the giveaways would have been all yours. So, but let's make it a point. Hopefully, next time, production team, right,
Thank
Definitely.
you.
to let him have
Really,
the
really, thank
giveaways,
you.
right?
Hmm.
And I also have a question.
Yes, sir.
Given the promise uh, uh, picture that you paint of your organization, IGZ, I would like to
Mhm.
know what your future plans are in this field of gaming,
Oh,
and you know, I'd
okay.
like to
The plan
know.
was that Bubbly Bhai Harshit, my
Yeah.
dearest friend, and
I hope someday you go get to like a public limited company, so that I can buy your shares and get rich. So yeah,
really thank
just
you for
just
all the
just
kind
saying.
words.
Yeah,
But yeah, we are slowly working towards that. Like
yeah,
they say boon se sabunda banta kind of stuff. We are
yeah.
slowly getting there. So what Bubbly and I discussed was let's not just limit ourselves to just
Hmm.
gaming and all. Like just more wholesome community events should also be a part of this. Like but experimental.
Yeah.
See, me and Harshit believe that we should not be having the same content. We kind of believe in having a different content should be there for the viewers so that they can enjoy,
Mhm,
and don't get bored by the same content every time
mhm,
they like show up on a channel or any other channel or any other tournaments. I don't want them to feel bored. So what we thought was, ki, let's divert ourselves thoda sa and get into more content which will have the viewers engaged and the
uh-huh,
community engaged. So the future plans we have right now is we are coming up with an all-women Valorant tournament, Athena's, in
mhm.
Feb. So,
Nice.
and after
That's good
that,
news for all you Valorant fans out there.
yes,
You know,
we are excited to see all the girls show us how do actually we play the game. And
Hmm.
then in
that's a
this
challenge.
is this is the most awaited tournament kind of a thing which the fans were demanding us. Okay, we need to have a Rocket League tournament we just announced yesterday, which will
Mhm,
be happening in March. So this is
mhm,
the esports thing happening till March. But then there was this idea which came up between Maddie Bhai and Dangerous. But with me, they were discussing about how about we do that streamers got talent kind of a showcase event. So
wow.
where the streamers participate, they audition for their like talents, they showcase their talents, and it's
Uh-huh.
like a platform you give it to each and every streamer from a small scale to large scale, any scale, which they can come up and showcase their talents to all the viewers. So we are
Definitely.
doing yeah
Yep.
we're doing that in May. I think we are coming up with that in May. Then
Nice.
we are also coming back to the OG, the old school FPS game, so CS:GO. We believe
Uh-huh.
we still we can do that's also one of the gay communities which we haven't touched upon abhi tak.
Hmm.
That and the response we got was huge. Like a lot of like old players messaging us, oh thank you, like okay let's hope this
Uh-huh.
dude does something. So we're coming back to CS:GO in June,
Uh-huh.
and
Nice.
the biggest thing which we, according to us, also very scary slash experimental, which will happen in June, July, is coming up with an inaugural Twitch India Streamer Awards, where
Uh-huh.
the streamers are actually recognized for putting in their hard work.
Uh-huh.
And we are
Nice.
all of this
Wow.
is just on paper right now, going through planning so that we execute it properly.
Mhm.
So and like there's no one left, like there's no room for disappointment, at least a
Yep.
minimum
Well,
room for disappointment. So we are working
well,
on these things right now. So let's hope you see us in the future again with all of these products lined up, and hopefully all will like it.
Yep, we would love to see all of those. Yeah, I'm very excited about the plans. Like hearing them, I was super excited, and hopefully, maybe I can be a part of one of them. Or
Yeah,
maybe, let's
yeah.
see.
sure. You're all
We
welcome
can.
with open arms. Sure.
Nice.
Well,
Let's go.
thank
And
you
with
so
that,
much, Gypsy,
hmm
My
yep, thank you
pleasure,
so
sir.
much for
for
joining us.
coming to us, yeah, and sharing your mind with us.
Oh, my pleasure,
And
sir. Completely my pleasure.
Yep, we'll be moving on to the other interviews as well in a few moments, and we'll be right back. Oh, all right. So we should be starting another interview very, very soon. This time we'll be joined by Captain from Enterar.
And rare.
Yep, Enterar. Yep. Sorry for mispronouncing that. And
Oh,
it's going to be very
they
interesting to
common,
see.
they
Mhm.
are rare.
All right. So we should be having him any moment on the stream, and I'm very excited to ask him a few questions as well, right? About the team, about what he's doing, and how he felt about that today's event. So we're just waiting for
Yeah.
some stuff to get me done. All right. And meanwhile, I actually want to ask the chat, how was their experience with the event today? Did they enjoy it? Did they enjoy our casting? Did they enjoy Wolf QOP casting and me just adding in whatever I can? Okay. Let me know in the chat. Yeah,
Nah,
I will
nah.
be reading all the chats.
Dude, you're humble to your own detriment. Sanshu, right here, he's been a great support for a first time caster like me. And I don't, I've tried to enjoy myself, hoping that
Mhm.
you all enjoy what we are doing here. And Sanshu has made
Mhm.
it a breeze. Sanshu has carried this whole cast, and I'd like to thank him specifically. So,
Well, I'm really humble. Thank you so much.
yeah.
And we did had Captain. We do have Captain here. Hi, Captain. How are you doing?
Hi.
Yeah,
Hello. How's it going,
welcome
guys?
to our show, Captain.
Uh huh.
I am very humbled.
Well, we are too, and thank you so much for being part of this awesome event, the Arcade Predator
Am I
Season
audible
One.
properly?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you repeat that, please?
I was actually welcoming you and thanking you for being part of this awesome event, the Arcade Predator Season 1, and for being such a huge help and sponsoring this whole thing. Uh, uh, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for all of it.
It was a lot of pleasure, and it was really fun watching, the handful of players that we actually have in Apex community in India. Sadly,
Mhm.
there's not a lot, but it was really fun watching them all fight for that prize.
Yep, it was fun indeed. And there are some questions that I wanted to ask you, starting with can you tell us more about Entrar?
So Entrer is relatively new in the scene
Mm-hmm.
as Entrer, because
Mm-hmm.
before, a bit previously, we were called Aim to Kill, and
Okay.
it was just a band of players of Destiny 2, actually, of all
Mm-hmm.
games. We were playing together, and there was this idea. Now I sound like Nick Fury, but there was this idea of bringing on more players, because we have
Uh-huh.
had a lot of unfortunate moments for esports in India, for Indian esports,
Mm-hmm.
but we wanted to change that. We wanted to bring something new, something fresh, change the perspective of esports in India as well as of Indians, you know
Yep.
so that's why a lot of entry is made up of a lot of people. Most of them are gamers, some of them are professional esports players, and you know esports marketers as well. So we came
Nice.
together, we formed this really strong team that we call Entrer now. And Entrer is actually a Latin word. It means to rise.
That's
Wow,
actually really awesome. And,
that is very unique.
hmm and especially to have a word that has, a hidden meaning within it, that's actually
Yeah,
even more crazy. Plus, I love to hear the whatever you just told me about the team. And I would love to see the stream grow to reach new heights.
Yeah,
yeah. I'd
definitely.
also like to know.
Hmm.
I hope you've seen our tournament today.
Yes,
Uh,
it was a lot of fun.
so yeah, that and first of all, I'd like to thank you for supporting this tournament in the first place. All of us gamers and watchers, we're all thankful. I'd like to know what was your experience on today's tournament. You saw all these guys slaving away in these virtual spaces that we all created, right?
Yeah.
And I'd like to know what your opinion was on all of their gameplay and the way they like shot each other down, if they were playing safe or not. You know what I mean?
Yep, definitely. And I have to say, Sam, you're looking really good.
Thank you. I'm starting to lose hair, man. You know, you can thank the COVID for this.
Yep.
Those all my
You'll
hair
get
is
them.
gone.
You'll get them back.
It's fine. That's very kind of you to say. But I'm going to learn to live without it.
Yep. Because I know this is your first time casting. So that's why.
Thanks.
Wait, Sancho as well, right? It's your first time casting, if I'm not wrong.
For me, now it's not my first time casting, but it's my first time casting for any Apex tournament.
Apex
I
tournament.
generally cast different games, not
So
Apex.
I have to say, to start with, if I want to talk about experience, I have to start with you guys, because that was the most fun part for me. From all the little bit of mishaps, that was actually not mishaps but just funny moments for me.
Bloopers.
Yeah, bloopers, gag reels, right?
Yeah.
So from that, and I have been inactive from Apex personally, so I did not know that we had players, reaching such heights. I only, when Bunny came to me and she's like, "We want to do Apex tournament." I'm like, "Is the scene still active? Tell me a bit more about what's going on right now." And she's like, "We have people reaching international levels already. Promoting India on that height." So I'm like, we have to do this, right? if
Yeah.
if we
It's our
have
national duty.
players internationally playing, representing India, we have to grow this on our home ground as well.
Well, that's very noble of you. Me as a proud Indian, first and foremost, before anything else, I've always wanted esports to grow in our country. A country which suffers with so much unemployment, so many like issues. This is one way which, like, if people like you, people like IGZ and uh, Akada and Enter, like these companies, if you all help these gamers to like create this structure in this game, it is not just something for us to like watch and enjoy. It is a legit means to earn your bread. And that is
True.
very important in a country like this where so much of the youth doesn't know what to do with their life. This could be the difference between, like, I don't know, street life, jail, maybe being unemployed, and having something big to ruin your life. Finding meaning in
Uh-huh.
your life. So
Yep, yep, yep.
yeah,
Yep, I definitely agree. So I believe with that is our questions are over. And thank you so much for joining us for this interview, Captain. I really appreciate it. And
thank you
thank you
so much.
again for helping us with this event.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a lot more things coming up. Make sure to join the Discord. We'll keep you informed. But our journey is not really over with IGZ.
Okay.
Those guys know. The
Yep.
Valorant tournament, the Athenas Gypsy talked about. You'll see me there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
And I
we
hope to
hope
see you
so.
guys there as
We'll
well,
stay
actually.
tuned for that, and hopefully all of these guys who joined us today join us over there as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Definitely.
having me. Yeah.
It was our
The
pleasure.
pleasure is
And thank
all
you
on
so
us.
much.
Yeah.
And great work again. I would like to, applaud for you guys.
Thank you so
You're
much.
far too kind, man.
All right. Now, with that being said, transitioning. Great. All right, now we are back, and we do have a third interview lined up for you guys as well, and it's none other than an highlighter from Akada, and we have some questions for him as well. So it's going to be very interesting asking these questions as well. So at any moment, we should have him right here on the screen.
The Annihilator. Dude, you have a scary name. What do you do? What does Akada do? Are you going to take over humanity and stuff?
Annie, I
Hopefully
think
not.
there.
Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
unmuted.
Okay,
So,
got you.
we at Akada have built a gaming community. And see, I'll tell you the basic concept of Akada is usually gaming community is all about, the people who get the most clout are the competitive players, right? Or the content creators. But at Akada, we promote everybody, like, because there are some people who are held back
Wow.
due to the PC specifications. And there are a lot of, technical difficulties that hold them back to play at their best and they're low ranked or anything. So we at Akada, promote all of them. All of them can
Wow.
play together. In one lobby, we have the highest ranked Valorant players to the lowest ranked Valorant players, all to playing all together in one single team. And that way, we have something to give back to the community because the community is what built us. Like, we are a gaming community after all. So when, the support is just what we're getting to give it back to them through battle passes. We have a lot of giveaways, and Usually, as you see, like on some streams, if you are a giveaway community, there is a lot of toxicity, right? But at
Hmm.
Akada, I'm so proud to say this, that we have none of that. The moderators, the owners, everybody is communicates together so well, and even the audience is so well, like, how do I say this, composed. Like when somebody wins the giveaway, all I can see is W's. Like when in the chat, they're spamming
Mhm.
W's instead of negativity. Why did we
Uh-huh.
not get the giveaway? And usually people unsub for that. So like this is the basic concept wrapped around Akada.
Yep,
Well,
that's actually awesome.
that
Mm-hmm.
is so sweet, right? That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. And that is that kind of cohesion is what builds great communities and
True.
like creates good movements, you know.
Definitely.
Uh, I,
Well, with that, I have actually another question as well. I'm sorry to cut you right there,
no, no,
Underwolf.
no, that's fine.
And the second question I have is, how was your experience today with the tournament?
Honestly, I loved it, and what I'll say is like how all of these brands came together and built this tournament from the ground up. And the
Mm-hmm.
first thing, like I've also followed Apex Legends. I used to play it when it came out. So the thing is that Apex is one of the best battle royales in the market right now. Unfortunately, it is not tapped in as much in India. But with this tournament, we can hope that all of the brands and all of the organizers managed to get some more clout to the game, some more attention to the game, because the players were
Mhm.
absolutely insane. I was following up with the matches, and
Yep.
the game sense, the end game rotations, and everything was absolutely insane.
Yep, that is definitely true, and we are glad you enjoyed the event today. And I would also thank you Akada for all the giveaways today, and also for the
Yeah.
prize money. It really helped us a lot, and this tournament couldn't have been possible without you. So thank you so much for that. And with that being said, I think that will be end for the interview. Thank you, Anna, so much for
You're
joining.
welcome.
Thank you so
Pleasure being
much
here.
for coming
Pleasure being
here,
here.
joining us, and also
Hmm.
supporting the whole tournament, you know.
Hmm. Yep.
And talking about the tournament,
Yep,
we
I think it is time that we go to the leaderboards and check out who is going to be the winner.
no surprises there. I Right after the second game, I was like inclined as a betting man towards Team Varun,
Uh
and
huh.
they seem to have just demolished everybody in the field,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yep.
But Team Elytra's coming in second, and yeah,
Yep.
that was a crazy game.
It actually
Spe-
was.
yeah,
And at number three, we have Hearts Chuck, who was also very good with their performance. They were consistent throughout the entire game. So there we have a top three. And at number four, we have 1HP, who also did a great job. And at number five, we have Rui Esports, who clutched up pretty good in the second game and the third game. So
yeah.
top five सबको congratulations. And of course, coming back to the winner, Team Varun. Big congratulations to them.
Congratulations, guys. I think
Mhm.
today is going to be a night of partying for Team Varun, right? For Red
Definitely.
Retro, North, and just Nehru. What?
Just
Sorry,
in a row.
pardon.
Yep.
Just a Nehru. I'm dyslexic, guys. So, actually.
It's all fine. It's all right. So
But,
congratulations to all three of them. Yep. And like I said already so many times, I did not expect after the first game for Team Varun to go on top of the leaderboards in the next two games.
dude, you know what? Special shout out to North.
Uh huh.
North just went in there. Dude, North is a scary dude inside this game, if it's
True.
Legends game. Do you know? He just went in there, bro. He wasn't afraid of anything. Just goes in like. And first of all, I would also like to say you guys are so good at like getting all the armors and the guns, and you
Mm-hmm.
know exactly like where to like show up and collect all the things, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, that aggressive gameplay mixed with perfect loot, that 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 is what took these guys to the victory. But that does not undermine any of the other players. We had 20 different teams, 60 players today joining us. All of you made this a very special day for all of us over here in the casting team and the administrators, you know.
Yep. And again, congratulations for Team of Varun for winning the tournament for today. They are the winners of the prize money that is 12,000 rupees or $160. And it was a really awesome
Woo!
tournament and Underwolf, and it was really fun, truly, casting
Dude,
besides
dude,
you.
It was an honor and a pleasure hosting this with you, and I hope we do get this opportunity once again.
Let's see, hopefully. And
Yeah.
before we go, I would just like to say thank you to all the sponsors, host for this event, IGC, Akada, and Enterar
And
for the yep, for helping us so much. And also thank you so much for EA again for providing the codes. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And at the end, all I would like to say is we'll be back for a season 2. So make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to follow us, and all the social links will be in the description. And we'll see you guys next time. Until then,
take care.